good evening, good tomorrow, good yesterday. And we are back in for a bit more. Oxygen not included. Let's get right into it. End of the last thrilling episode. We were left with a choice of dupes. Rocketry Droop with shriveled taste buds, who's a plant murderer. There is a farmer, operator, supplier, who can't build and can't cook. And there is a suit-wearing cooking rancher, who I like the look of, who's a pacifist. And Mima, welcome to the team. First thing we are going to do is block Mima from ever being allowed out. Let's find Mima in the list. Mima. You are not allowed out by default, so that's good. We don't have to accidentally worry about that. Then we will quickly pop to schedules and we will make a new schedule. Wish I could make it up here instead of having to make it down here. Add a new schedule and we will call this the training schedule, I guess. Yeah, let's just call it training. That. That's no. Delete that one, please. Mean to do that. Right, so this one, we are going to change that to work. We're just going to leave it basic like that. I don't think they need anything else when they're trapped in the base. Even that, what's her name? Frankie and... Where is she? Who it was now? Lindsay. They could probably go on this same shift. At the moment, I'm going to leave them where they are. Maybe even the shifts out a little bit. Let's put... Bubbles can stay on that one. We've got Ashcan, Ruby, and Camille. I can't remember what that hat is. Let's put Camille to the midday shift. There's 4 on there, 4 there, and 5 on this one. That's okay. And we are going to put Mima onto training shift. There we go. That's your training wheels for Mima. Now. Yep, that looks okay to me. They're locked out. They can't go out there. We can come down to here, and when this is built... Oh, yeah. We got a lot of job orders to build, and nobody building anything, really. I like digging. Right, let's come through here. Yep, there's a few people. Okay, good. Got this bit of liquid piping to go, so that we can steal some water from our cooling loop and fill up this area here. This polluted should be pretty much coming to an end. Where is it? There it is. Okay, good. Pump has stopped. Stinky, are you allowed out? At the moment, I think you may be, yes. Yeah, you are. And what was that red hat? I wanted to find out what that meant. What are you? What is Camille? You are a... I don't know what that hat is. It's a Masterworks hat, is it? Probably. Or an exocert training. Nice. Ah, this has started raining now in here. This should require less and less water now from this system. funny because this will start working very soon. What we could do is just allow this to fill right up, so that when this is dormant, we have a full, like, big tank of water to use. That might make sense. I don't know. It might actually make sense. We've just got to let people get on with making stuff, I guess. I don't know. I think Mima might have managed to snatch some gold from the smooth hatches. Only 6 in there. That's really weird. That been lullabied? Yes, it has. Oh, we need to put a thing in here to sweep you out when you're born. No, we don't, actually. Yeah, we don't. No, because we don't have one in here. And it still works. They still come and take them out. I'd like people to come and build this so I can set this properly. And then Mima will be allowed exclusive access. I'm not going to do it just yet because I do want all this swept out of here as well. Junk. That's granite. Don't suppose there's any granite in here, is there? Sweep only. Granite. We could find some to chuck in there, couldn't we? Dig a bit of that up. Maybe have a look here and see if there's any granite on the list. Remove it temporarily. I'll try and remember to put that back. Still only 3 shovels in there, so no one has come across and caught any from space, I mean. So when we use the smelter here, the metal refinery, it's going to use a lot of power, the surge, which is kind of like, if we just decimate this, it's kind of a, you know, we're wasting all that cold. Could just come in here and just level this off, say, and just plant our batteries there. When it does eventually melt, we'll change it for mesh tiles. We can just start powering the anti-entropy nullifiers to make some chill. Oh, hello, guy. Bookshell. He's a bit angry. Must have an egg in there somewhere. Some coal coming in. Things are slowly getting built. All too slowly, but they'll catch up. It's because I gave them a lot of orders at the end of the last one. Now on 3 million total calories, I think we can just cease all this now. Nonsense. Seems a shame because we have got some good farmer people. I was going to put those there, same as this one, because they can then be filled from outside the base. They don't have to be filled from inside. Make it a little bit easier. That's worked so well at the moment, that's gone back to a vacuum already. Eventually it will warm up. Ah, yes, I was going to do this as well. Let's handgate this up. I'm just going to leave it on a low order. So we're going to have... I'm going to separate this. Yeah, we're going to separate that. Separate that for now. Then that goes to the... No, that's wrong, is it? Yeah, that's the output. Pump to come on. Want that to connect to there. Right. We want that to connect to our... Go that way, can we? We want a... Is it under automation or is it... I can never find these things. Thought we were paused then. It was so quiet. So that will trigger that one. That will trigger that one. And also trigger this one. I think we're going to link them together. And we can set this to wherever we want. We can put another one up here if we want. I don't know. Somewhere higher. And then the output from that is this one going to there, and that will go to there. Can't do that for now because that will enable the pump. I don't want to. I don't want to enable this thing either just yet. We'll leave that to get built. Might take a little while. We'll probably run this signal from this thermosensor to there and to there. Run the heating element of it. But this will also run the pump won't run if there isn't enough. The temperature is too low, and if there isn't enough liquid in there in the first place. Might put that a lot higher. Actually, I'm thinking of putting it up here, letting this thing really fill up water before it starts to run. Or we could have it on a thing here saying, "Hey, there's not much water in here. You'd better run now." Something like that. I'm not sure. There we go. This has finally been built while I've been looking away. That's irrigation. That's fine. That will only run water. Booted. So let's sweep this junk out of this room. Sweep all that out and put those up to a higher priority. I'd like those done before we lock the door. Lock Mima in. Well, we won't lock her in. We'll just let her go in and get her exercises. You doing? A little bit more polluted. Okay, fair enough. But we will have to do something with this at some point. Have to pump that into here, into the sieve. Got a mini pump there, pump it up here, around, into there. It will come into the system. And then we can use some of it for something. Or just fill up a tank of water somewhere. I'm going to steal some water out of the system, but this is coming out of this tank here. So we do want this to run. We're using a lot of water out of here. Gone down by a considerable amount. That is now ready to load, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think it is. That means we could trigger, we can connect this there. Every other parcel will go up. We might snip that and just have every parcel just to get a move on. Filling it. Yeah, I know it'll have problems here. Why is this seized up then? Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you've got to go in there, haven't you? Do we want that bridge there? That bridge there? Did I put that in? Oh yes, I did, because we had to give it a direction. Otherwise it froze. Correct. That now goes to there. We'll lead back in here again. Once these pipes are done. That should be done now, shouldn't it? They should go over there and into the... Ah, right. Remove that. That is now into there. That's correct. That goes that way. This is the overflow. It's not moving. Interesting. Can we put a bridge here and here? Maybe that's the problem. Or a bridge here to tell it the direction. Yeah, maybe we have to. Please build that for me. I think this is Lindsay's coming to build it. That might help. This is backed up. Now it will flow because it knows what direction to go in. That sensor will then say, hey, there's water in this tile. You can turn off the desalinators because there's water here. But I'm not sure I'm going to use that yet because we need to fill this up. We need to fill up our tank again to this point. That will automatically stifle at some point. How long until you go? I can do that. Priority that down a bit, I think. Might even priority it off completely and just stick to the barbecue. We got a lot of it. That's an 8. That's an 8. 3 out of 8. 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Yeah, that's very strange. That's already hatched one out, so he's been put in here. That's perfect. And this one has already been lullabied. Seems good to me. We haven't got any research selected. Kind of on purpose. Would like to get the meal prep. Might do that one next. Red bolt chamber. Nope. Nope. I think I ever used that tower. Canvas, marble block. Need that yet? Let's get the arcade cabinet. Yes. Out. Fingers in there doing the job. Granite and igneous. I think I'm just going to stick this one on igneous. Stone hatch. Igneous. Put that one on. Okay, so they might bring some. I'll just put it in through the back there. We have water coming in here. Hopefully feeling it all from the loop. So hopefully we won't bring too much water out. This is now completely full. Anything that backed up overflowed and went into there. Perfect. That way it should be a continuous flow and never stop. Let's see Max and Jean having a bit of a boogie. And I also see a soda fountain working. Excellent. Power-wise, what are we doing here? We could actually potentially power that one as well. But that's a lot of power for our poor measly supply to run. Coal has gone back up. Good, good, good. I think it's the ranches going up. And what I'd like to do here, move all this junk out of the way, but I don't want to sweep it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to run that there. These end ones will make... no, we'll make them solid. That's fine. but we'll have to start in the middle, I think. Do those two. We'll do a similar thing to how we pushed all the dirt off the other ones. Is there any... This is still very hot. Okay. Even this carbon dioxide is stupendously hot. And the natural gas is hot as well, so... The poor plant doesn't stand a chance until we run the cooling loop down here. We'll run it through here, and through there, and through these guys. Back through here, through this pump, through that pump, and then out, and then back into the base again. At the moment, we're stealing all the water. This is probably way too much water. You can do it where you do a layer of polluted water, and then you put a layer of clean water on top of the polluted. But when I tried that last time, I ended up with a layer of polluted oxygen that I couldn't get rid of. And because it was a 3 high system, I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, I've got the right one. Above me, but the one behind me. Thanks. So we have water coming in. We'll get rid of all this pipage. We'll probably delete it up to there and leave this pipe, because we can run that on into space if we need to dispose of a liquid on this side of the map. At the moment, we're disposing of carbon dioxide into space. What I would rather do, though, is take it from there into space. So we'll go like so. And then what will we do? Put a bridge there? Yeah, gas bridge. Go that way round, please. Right there. I'll leave that to be built. We'll be back. They can't build that because there's a tile missing there, but that's on purpose. Yeah, if we put too much water in here. Put too much water in, we won't get the benefit, really. So, we're placing a bridge there over troubled waters. Well, troubled oxygen. So that this oxygen can flow into there and go up. It'll probably get confused, but as long as it empties his tank, we can get rid of it then. I'll snipperoo there. Snipperoo there. That now jumps up. Now come through and connect it there. Will that really mess things up? Yeah, it's going to. It's going to feed back into itself, which is stupid. Yeah. I want it to do that. So we need a nip. We need a second one, don't we? We need a double bridge situation like that. No, even that's not going to work, you muppet. Cancel. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Because that will go backwards. I don't want it to go backwards. I'll snip it. We'll snip it. We'll snip it. There we go. Easy. Don't bother. We'll just feed it into there. Don't even bother with the tank. We'll just empty it. Overcomplicating things. And the problem with having too much water in here is you don't get much power back when you use it, because so much water there. And I don't really want to block these two tiles up with insulated because we want to use them for cooling. I think we're going to pump some crude up here. Priority. Did that wire ever get built? He's built that wire. And we want another one of these chutes right underneath there. We'll have to make it out of gold amalgam for now. Running out of materials until we get that done. What we're going to do is we're going to take our lime from here and send it up here and drop it here. And when we've tamed the iron volcano, which is, where is it? There it is. We will send the iron straight along here. Drop that up here also, so that it's right in range of the sweeper. Put it in whatever one, or both, whatever we want to do. We don't really need to make gold because we've got a gold one. We might have one iron to steel, one iron ore to iron, and one iron to steel. We don't really need the others. I don't know. Might do. How are we doing? Halfway. See, that's a lot of water. When that turns to steam, that might be too much steam pressure. That's what I'm worrying about. Like, how could we do this? Could have pumped out a vacuum. But then we'd have to trap the pump in here forever. If we build tiles here, then we can't delete them and leave a vacuum. So I think we're just going to have a lot of water in here. When it finally does start turning to steam, we might have to, instead of dropping the water back in here, we might have to pump some of it out. Send it up to space or something, get rid of some of it, because there'll be too much water in here. I think there will be. Well, we'll see. Right. That's working fine. There's a new suit being made. How much reed fibre? 171. That's nice. Oh, pardon me. Where are we? Oh, there. That should now get swept up. Did it? No? Did anything get made? I think you finished the job. Oh well. Oh, there's a worn Atmo suit in the machine. Supposed to be going here. There isn't one in there. Ah, he must have not finished the job. Nice. Filters not designated. Yeah, no, we haven't set anything on here. That needs a blossom seed. That doesn't need anything. That needs mealwood seed. Okay. That needs a fungal spore and sucrose. Waterweed. That's blossom seed and slime. I don't really want to be using slime in my dinner area. So we can get all these guys out up here. Do. No, not glossy Draco. Oh, it was just Draco. What are they called? Dracos. Yeah, we should be able to set that. Draco, there you are. Finds the bat. Can't see for looking. Ah, then we need to power that as well. Oh, great. Lots. We can afford it. We can do it. Run the copper over the top. Copper? No. Oh, that's why we suddenly got materials back again. That door was probably closed, wasn't it? It looked like we didn't have any materials, but we did. I want to see if we can grow mealwood in these things still. Used to be able to, but whether you can now, I don't think so. You can grow sporkids in there. Sporklid. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be putting another couple of... We've got more... Is this running? It's running. Automation for the win. I didn't even notice. This tank's already got, like, petrol in it. Hey, excellent. And it's still asking for more, so we haven't got ahead yet. But, you know, all things. This thing, I'm going to set it to disable auto repair, so if it overheats, we're going to just destroy it and rebuild a new one. Hopefully by then we should have some steel to build it out of. Tempted to send the cooling loop through there as well. Alright, things happening. So let's check. We're on 800 per tile, roughly. And that is... As soon as it gets to just over 1,000, so it gets into the next tile up, we'll probably have to go in there and build some tiles to take up any gas bases we don't want. 842, 843, it's going up fast, so we have to keep an eye on it. Otto's just the man for spinning the wheel. Gas in here is going up. Let's buzz back down to here. 55 kilos in here now, so that has gone up. Guess that means we can enable this one if we want to. Coming up, coming up, coming up to... Right, okay, that tank is now empty. Excellent. Now bypassing it completely. I think we'll keep it there in case we need anything for later on. This will all be widened and there'll be probably 3 or 4 lines going up to space. Probably not here, in another spot. Useful to have a place to dump your rubbish. Dump it all in space. And while we're frozen, let's have a drink. Yeah, this is going to get pretty darn hot, I think. What? That should be active. It is. It's pumping into here. Yeah, a bit more in there. Damage overheated. Oil refinery. Well, that's not surprising, really, is it? We'll leave it on disabled. Auto repair is off. That's fine. I want it to be. While we sort this out. Once it breaks, that'll be enough food for a while. We've got plenty of plastic. Would have liked to have saved up some. When this turns off, I think we'll just cut the pipe for a little while. But it'll probably break before we actually get to save any petrol. It'd be nice to save a bit. This is getting to the point where it's going to start reaching the second tile and start reaching up. Water behaves very oddly. Yeah, it's gonna who's idle? Someone's idle. Let me quickly just bars down. I gotta remember to come back. In a hurry. I want to set that. Actually, no, we got to enable these. Enable building. Enable building. Enable building. Enable building, and make them all like a higher priority 7. Lindsay, you're on the case. We'll have to come back because we'll find all the hoops just running on the wheel. We don't want them all in there. Just the one we want. There, that's half gone now. Look at that. It's overheating badly. Break soon. Ha! Things is happening. Liquid, please. Liquid, please. Right. Need to snip a roo somewhere. We need to... I want to snip. I want to snip it right at that point. I don't want too much. I want more water than we need. Let's call it that. So let's build that obsidian tile in place. Supposed to go, because we can get in here. We'll drop a ladder. Where can we put it? We'll have to put it there, I guess, won't we? Build that. We'll have to put a tile there, delete it, and then pick up the granule that will be left there. Yeah, get going. Priority. That couldn't be built once that tile's gone in. And power-wise, that is all connected up to the grid. All connected to the grid, and yeah, that goes through here. We got 2 now, so we can get rid of this one. All going to go, pal, and it's just going to be a block there. Power wire. Going to deconstruct all that wire. And it can all go, please. Back up to yonder. What we're going to do is this water in the pipe now will just drain away. It will just drain by itself. Cancel that. Will it? Good. Drain by itself. Ah, that's because it's got the bridge the wrong way. Bridge. And we'll flip the bridge round, put it back in, and then that water will drain back into the system again. Cancel the pipe. I thought I did that. Somebody come and take that away for me. Thought you were coming to do it. Oh no, they're still filling up clay. Let's stop doing that. We just borrow this pipe for a minute. Borrow that bit of pipe. Come on. And cancel in case there's any builds we don't want. That should drain all that water away. Excellent. That's being built now. We're going to have to come in here, build a tile. Just igneous tile right there, please. Sweep out the crumb that we leave when we delete it. Get that. Come back and do it. And then as soon as he's done it, we want to delete it. Grab Ashcan and move him back. He might delete it for us. Grab the igneous and sweep it on a high priority. I don't think Ashcan will sweep. He might. No, he won't. Oh well. Sweep that. We'll delete the ladder. Pick that piece of ladder up. And then put a block here. And then that will pull, that water will pull up like this one has. There's only 20 kilos in this top layer per tile. It looks like it's full, but it isn't. There's 1,000 there and 20 there. Gas is still being pumped out to space. Still a couple of shovels that we can't catch. Another one there. There's a Delectavol. I had one of those before, I don't think. Shareable tonic root. Oh, the same as the others. That gives you tonic root. Must eat food between 70 degrees. Ah, so you've got to feed it, otherwise it doesn't give you tonic root. Okay, fair enough. Like these, that you can kind of just abuse the system. Hatch. Yeah, goodbye, Hatch. Now that didn't work, did it? I don't think so. Can't plant anything in there that we want, so we're going to have to deconstruct that. We'll have to use the ceiling, I'm afraid. Sorry, whoever gets the bed underneath. We'll have to use the ceiling. That erupting. A few micrograms of steam in here. This should be warming up. It has. It's warmed up nearly 20 degrees. Ah, it's raining at last in here. We have some nice rain in here. Ema is already on the case. So we are going to change door permissions and we're going to change Mima being allowed in. Everything else has been swept up in there. The artwork's been done. Masterpiece. Friendly flyers. And yeah. A couple of Drecklet eggs. Let's have those. Then we'll buzz back up here. There's a bit more wire to be built. Instead of doing that, why don't we just dig that and we can do it. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's going to be set very low once we get some in here. But that means we're going to have to... no, because I was going to put pictures in here. Pictures in. Can't put the moulding, I don't think. They'll be occupying the same tile. Because we're going to have to put... it's under food, isn't it? We have to put a few farm tiles in to feed the Drecklet. One there, one there. I don't know how many we actually need. Yeah. The go into these environments, the pinch of pepper nuts. And pepper plants hang down, growing in chlorine. So ambient radiation, air pressure, body temperature. If you grow it, you've got to give it phosphorus and water. That's weird. If it grows naturally, it doesn't need anything. Interesting. Yeah, just keep running that until it breaks. Right, let's check this. The automation has said stop now, so I'm going to snip that so that we can save a little bit. Liquid up. Yeah. I forgot to move the bridge, so it's all going in the background. That's fine. Right, so now we need to get some... Done that. Let's get rid of that ladder. We need to get some crude oil into this system. Now we can either pump crude oil all the way from the bottom of the map. But I remembered to check, isn't it? Otherwise that would have gone badly wrong. No, not necessarily actually, because I did deconstruct it up here. We'll get rid of that bit and we'll leave this pipe in place. We might send things to space later and that pipe will already be there. Very useful. Once that ladder is done, we'll scoop it, build a block, and we'll be ready to actually run this. Power-wise, I'm not sure we've got enough batteries charged with enough power to actually run this. Because we've got to run it enough for it to actually turn that to steam. Which is quite a lot of power usage. Sorry about that. Someone's tooting the horn outside. Creaky. Toot your tooter somewhere else, pal. Like that. Tidying up random things that need cleaning up. Rather put another 3 blocks there so that doesn't get... You know what, I misaligned that. That's going to annoy me, so we'll end up moving that at some point. There's a bit of liquid piping there I think I'll get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of that for now. That ladder go. Yeah, that's going to annoy me because that's not lined up with all the others. One of you is not like the others. That's not a bad thing. Do that. This is our, yeah, this is our crude oil entry pipe. We used quite a lot of it. Problem is this machine takes in 10 kilos and gives you only 5 kilos of petrol. Now the machine is dead, so deconstruct that. That's a little bit of petrol we have in a tank. We will use that later. So these are set up now, basically. That's been swept, so let's put an obsidian block there. Do we need to... yeah, cancel that. Build. I want to change those to obsidian as well. Not that it's strictly necessary. I think it would be better to. So if I cancel, say there. How's best to do this? Might lose a little bit of water, see? I'm worried about that. I don't want water in here. I think if we put a block there temporarily, we can change that one, can't we? Yeah. Temporary sandstone block. We can sweep it out in a minute. That one's not hugely necessary, but we might as well do it. Same as this corner one. All the rest are obsidian, so I'd rather replace those. They would probably be absolutely fine. But, you know, things. That pipe has now emptied itself, so we can snip that off from there. Come down to this system. And we're only getting some liquid. That has been built. So what we're going to say is, if it's say above 500 kilos, then it will say yes, pump. It's also got to be the right temperature. So if it's above 5 degrees, yes, pump. That can then connect to the pump. Why are you giving it the wrong signal? That says yes, it is the right temperature, but that's saying no. So that should be saying, we don't need this then. We don't need the NOT gate anymore. Sorry, NOT gate, you're no longer needed. That way, the output from here will go straight to the input, the pump. Priority of A, please come and destroy this. That will connect to there. That will send it into a state of frenzy until someone comes to destroy it. Someone come in to destroy that for me, please. And automation wire is already there, isn't it? Yeah, it should be. Gate, deconstruct. We'll be back. I'd like to get these running. Hey Mima, let's check your skills. You have machinery and athletics of 1. And it is cycle 284. Thank you, Ashcan. That was very kind of you. Now we can route that around to there. I don't want that little blob there. There we go. So that will then hopefully work like this. This will say, yes, it's hot enough, but it won't pump unless there's enough water in here as well. So hang on. That's not going to work right then, is it? Sending a green signal. Green signal is enable. Ah, right. We do need a NOT gate, but not for that. We need it for this. We need to put it there, and we need to say, is this... Right, let's put that... Rather put that sensor sort of, I don't know, in the water. Yeah, like there would be better. Then have a... Yeah, hang on. Got to go to there before it gets to the NOT gate, right? And go... cancel that. Let's think. Put it under the ladder right over here, but that's quite far away from the heat source, isn't it? Rather, it was close. Like that. We could move the hydro sensor up. I'm going to snip this in case it triggers. Yep. And we'll put that there, and then we'll put our NOT gate here. Still not going to work. I want to put that into there. I want to put a NOT gate to flip to there. You know, the NOT gate coming out of this and then go back into there. That would work. We need a piece there. And we need, say, a NOT gate there. Overcomplicating it, I know, but it's fine. You can actually put it there once that's been moved. No, you can't. Be overlapping. Bit there, just to remind me what the heck I was doing. That will be snipped. That will go around there to that. We got a bit there under that. Yes, we have now. Then that needs to be snipped. A bit already of automation wire under there. So when that's rid of, let's put it on a higher priority. There we go, because there's lots of 7 digger orders lying around the map and stuff, so builds and stuff. Let them do that. Now we can deconstruct those 3. Move that up to there temporarily. Yeah, we'll put that there, then we'll delete this one and move it over where it's supposed to be. So that's got to be done. That, please. Sweep that bit out. I know it's not necessary. You could wait to sweep it until the end, but never mind. I'd like to do it now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, good. Adjustments must be made to the mic. Oh, there we go. That way we can slowly change these tiles over. Should have done that before, didn't think of it. Move the mic a bit more. I think I'm breathing into it. There we go. Frozen again. Always freeze when I'm doing something, don't you, game? There we go. Better. That's now changed into an obsidian tile. We're going to place another one there. Hopefully that will drop that crumb into here. If well, it should push it up. With any luck, push it up. Thanks. Talking about crumbs and pushing, I was going to do something here, wasn't I? Yeah, if you build those 2 now for me, that'll push that junk out. And then we'll build another 2. We'll keep pushing all the crap out of the way. How are we doing for coal? It's definitely gone up. I think that's because we dug a patch of coal out rather than actually made it with hatches. There we go, build that. We can build that one, delete these two, finally sweep that out, then finally put a block there. Ah, at last. Rid of all the junk, please. I would like a ladder right here. I think to finally get that done. We bust in through here and down. We could put a gas pump in and suck out all of this chlorine and pump it to space. Rid of it. Useful. You can do that when you've got a pipe full of small amounts, because if you've ever accidentally put a bridge and forgotten to disconnect it from the main pipe, the gas goes backwards and forwards and just forms a bigger packet and leaves spaces. So you could attach another one somewhere with a bridge and it would just fill the spaces with a different gas. Ah, here we go. That sandstone tile has got to be replaced with an obsidian one. Please and thank you. That's done. We can dig out those two. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up and get it done, please. I'd like to do stuffs. I think there's a little layer of water across this, so it's not going to off-gas very much. That's perfect, thank you very much. I'll put one there. Actually, you shouldn't have done that yet. Cancel that one. Now do it. Yeah. That pushes all the junk out of the way. Might push it one more tile further. Yeah. Oh, you could have done that while you was here. Oh well, probably not. Probably ran out of tile or ran out of sedimentary in this room, so we could have deconstructed those 4 at this point. Wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, that'll give them some more to use. I just want to push it so that any that pours off the edge, we can see it at a glance without seeing all this junk. Oh, you could have done that build for me. Put another one there. One's coming. Thanks, Camille. Bought some sedimentary all the way from somewhere else. I don't know where she got it from. There out. Boom. It all jumps to there. That's perfect. And then just deconstruct those 4. Build that. We'll carry on until we're like level with this on this side as well. Push all that junk out the way. And there'll just be a few bits of sedimentary to sweep. Instead of having to sweep all of that crap. Whatever that is. We're building up. We're now on 61, 62. Nice for that to build up. That does show that this is actually turning off occasionally. That's not in a room anymore, so they've stopped. Oh, that's why. Because we dug that out. No, don't get in that habit again. Stop. Put it back. There we go. Perfect. Lovely job. I'm going to erupt. I would like to get this done before it erupts, please. What's that priority? Let's make that higher so you're more likely to do it. Yep, and there's plenty there to pick up. You can nearly insta-mine that stuff, can't you? Well done, you. Just put it in time before she's finished building it. You can get her to build the next one. Mind out, mind your head, mind your head. That's that's because she had her head in that tile, so a bit confused as to her actual location. You know, to build that or what? Come on, build it. Now deconstruct. Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. I didn't quite get that deconstruct in before she got another job order. So now what we've got to do is sweep a little bit of sedimentary rock up. And we've got a bit of space. There you go. I can sweep that out the way and it will be a lot easier to see. Right. Let's come back up to our system. What's going on? I can speed up a little bit, please. Right. It'll be deconstructed very quickly, please, while I'm here. This is all now obsidian, obsidian, obsidian. The only one that isn't is that corner one. We could replace it, but if we do, it will pop into there. So if we're going to do it, now's the time before we seal it up. All right. Are you just going to do the one and then come down? Okay, fair enough. That's fine. While you're doing that, then I would like to. This sweeper's going to drop everything there. Yeah, that's not really. It's this one we want, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's the one that's got the lime. We need another one of those where that sweeper can reach. Yeah, right there. That's fine by me. Put in a couple of ladders to reach it. And we'll wire that up somehow to reach there. I don't know how we're going to get there yet. We're losing air pressure. Oh no. Right. We could make that out of sandstone. We make a tile out of sandstone and place it there. Oh, that's gone back again. Cancel. Sweep that up. Sweep that up quick. I want to replace that there. That will also probably push into this room, so hurry up and do it before that changes again. Come on. Somebody come and do it. Errands, obsidian. Yeah, I know. Obsidian's probably miles away, isn't it? So it'll take you a while to get it. I did build a bunch of pipes out of obsidian by mistake. But when they were deconstructed, that would have dropped probably into the oil biome all the way down. Looks like that's breathing, doesn't it? It's not. Or the oil. The actual mine itself pulsing. Okay, fair enough. I don't know whether that's going to jump up or in this way. Which way is it going to go? I think it will go up. Personally. Been taken, so we'll soon see. Yeah, it went up. That's got to go as well then, please. Let's get rid of that. And then this transformer can be put in the right spot. And powered up. Yep. All done. It's gone. Gone. We just got to hope that is actually a water tiles. 20.7 kilos of water there. But even though it looks like a space, it's actually a water tile. This is completely water, even though the bottom layer is 1,000. Top layer is only 20. Over this side, it's even less, 21.1. But that is fine. That is fine. That will work. Blocks the air out of the system. But there may still be way too much water in here. We'll soon see when we start firing it up and using it. That ladder can go. We don't need you. I'd rather sweep that crap out of here as well. And because we're going to be changing things in the base over to granite, I'd rather sweep some of this granite up. and drop it into the base. And there is a muck route there you can go. Only one of you left now. Oh, they must have changed things because they used to definitely give you an egg before they died. But it doesn't appear that they do now. Well, I suppose that's fair enough. It was a bit unfair. There's a lot of pincher pepper nuts around that we could harvest for our coffee machine. Right, not enough steam. Steam generator below, generator aisle, all inputs blocked. Yeah, it's blocked because only got a liquid vent there. They're both connected together and they go down to there. That looks correct to me. The petroleum comes through here and drops into there. These will overheat, so we will need to cool them somehow. Yeah, we might need to cool them with hot petroleum from down the bottom of the base. Yeah, because it will just take the heat out of the water and put it into the hose because they'll overheat. Okay, let's try running one. Now, we need to put some petrol, some crude oil in. So let's try and do that. Are we going to do it from the bottom of the base, or are we just going to pump it from here? We could just run a pipe along here and pump it straight in. We just do that. It seems like easier, almost. Is that easier than just... I don't know. I don't know. Let's put a bridge on the end, I guess. Bridge. The problem with doing that is you're not very in control of how much goes in, are you? No. What I might do is cancel those two there. Put a liquid reservoir. It will have to be temporary because, oh crap, we've got no resources again. Sometimes I go to build something and there's literally no resources left. Hey, what are you? What I wanted to build? Wolframite reservoir. Oh, that's because it's called amalgam. Well, we'll just build the pipes. Need to go on a digging frenzy for a bit and just dig up loads of resources. We will do. This pipe is still active. It's this pump is still active. It's just pipe blocked, so it's not running. Will only be a temporary measure. 4 more pipes to build, and then we can start loading that one. I'm going to watch how much goes in it. I'd like it to be a nice neat amount, but it probably will not be. We'll have to rely on snipping the pipe at the right moment. While that's running into the system, we're going to have to run, say, down, and then across and up maybe, and in to that one. Yeah. Then we'll get another pump for plumbing. Okay. Bridge over there. We'll snip that, attach it to there, I guess. Actually, no, we don't need to snip it. We can go like that. Go like that. That way we can start using it while the other one's filling up. Bridge over. So you should get to... You can see it on this gauge here, roughly, how much is in it. We'll come down here. 406, 416, 426. Definitely got an odd amount, unfortunately. I think 800 should be plenty. You can get 3 lots of jobs into it. Yeah, I don't think I want to. 700. Get out my way. Stop doing things. Yeah, when that backs up, that should automatically start feeding into the other one. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it. Trust the system. It already is doing such things. So that should have 800 kilos in it now. It does. Now the other one's filling up. That will be our coolant. Crude oil coolant. Going. It filling up there. We can take this bridge away now. Liquid bridge. Deconstruct. The good thing about deconstructing bridges, you don't end up with liquid packets. I have to somehow put the excess back in the tank, but we have a pipe right here for that, so that's quite useful. Any excess in here, we can just run into this and back. If we time it right, we won't need to, but it's very tricky to do. 500, 556, 586, 96. 600, 696, 700, 726. So we want 8 packets. There's one already there, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to snip that right there. No more can come in. There'll be one there and one there and one there and one there. So that might be too much. Gonna go in. 796. We need one. Oh, look at you. There's a block. Are you full still? Or is that one an excess? That one is an excessive one. Okay, fair enough. I want to run that back up onto there. I'll snip that right at there. And that can all run back into the tank when they build it. We got to try and get that one in there. That's going to be fun. Right, how are we going to do that? When that drains, we could use that one to add it to there and run it over. Okay, good. Build that for me. Because if we leave it there, as soon as we start running one, it will go into the machines. You can actually have enough for like 3 batches, as it were. There's 400 for the first batch, 400 for the second, and then you can have a third batch of oil in it, which I don't really want to do. That needs to be cancelled. Don't do that one. Empty the pipe for me. One more, one more. Come on, you can do it. Excellent. Thank you very much. And we can now take this bit of pipe back. We'll snip that up there and a bit of finagling and badjiggery, and that will go around. And that will flow into the other one. Well, most of it will. And then we can get rid of this bridge. Deconstruct the bridge. Get rid of that bridge. Yeah, we could leave it there for the cooling loop later on, but I'd rather redesign it for when I want the cooling loop and do it how I want it. You get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. And what else? Get rid of all of this, I guess. Yeah, right up to there. Please get rid of that lot. Have some fun destroying things. I know you like it. Why is this pipe made of sandstone? Don't tell. Oh, really? I change just these obsidian. I'm not going to change that one because it will put it inside the room. I'm not about to go up in there again. What an idiot. Should have made these pipes out of obsidian. Never mind. Right. It looks like now ready to test run. After much ado about nothing. Still managed to do these pipes wrong, but never mind. I'm not going back in there now. Prioritize everything. Did you get in there and make that? Yes, you did. Good lads. As I would prefer send this up. What's the best way to send this up? We could go up here and across. You know what? I'm building it out of wolframite because we're literally out of every other material. Yeah, we need to go on a digging spree. Let's face it, we need to go digging. Let's find some iron. There's a patch of lovely iron ore right there that I saw earlier. Let's dig it all out. Dig all of that lovely stuff out. Let's get it. Yeah, and then we could take this right the way up to here probably. Yeah, there's lovely loads of copper in space as well. Nice freezing cold copper. There we go, we'll get that patch. Oh, it's on a 9. What am I doing 9s for? Oh, they're going to dig it really quick anyway, so it won't matter anyway. Dig it up for me. Have some iron ore. Now, if we check the liquid pipes, that will have 6 kilos left in that because that only needed 4. So that there is a little tiny amount of, but we will forget that exists. And we'll reconnect that before I forget to. Now, we will set this to iron ore to iron. And we'll make just one piece. Just make one piece of iron ore to iron for me, please. All I would like. Someone will come and deliver it. That will be automated from the iron volcano later on. And it will be automatically cooled down and brought here and dropped off. I'm not sure if it's going to stay here or if we're going to have another one somewhere else. But with so many mines, we only need this. I don't think we need anything else. We don't need a big, massive one. That's what she said. Ah, this is a problem. You can't have junk lying on that. You have to sweep it all away. Keep all of that crap out of here, please. And I'm going to set these to suppress because, yeah, I know you're empty. I haven't set you yet. That's why you're empty. Oh, and that piece, please. Sweep that away. So get rid of all that junk. Anything granite should go to the one that's dropped in the base, which is okay because we'll slowly change things in the base to be made out of granite. I'll deconstruct these ladders now. Let's have a bit of a tidy up. Rid of that one. And now power wise, I would like to, that's taking over this, so we can snip that. And we can deconstruct that power wire there. Move that in a little bit where it's supposed to be. That one can go. That one can go. There we go, that's nice. Has this got an order yet? It's enabled. But nobody's really got the job. Otto will do it when he's not busy doing something else. He's not in here, so he might get the job. It's high on Jean's priorities, but not really for Otto. Oh, Otto's gone to bed, I think. So you see how that's now green? That means there's not enough on there. It's weighing something. There's not enough. So what we want to do is change that to 20,000. 2,000, sorry, 2,000. So we will now, when we tell it what we want it to make, it will make 2,000 of it. Well, it won't personally, but it will have a job order to make 2,000 of the item. And then once that turns on, it will turn off the, it will disable the thingy. Oh, we need to set it to below. That's right. Okay. If it's below 2 kilos, 2,000 kilos, then enable the refinery. The refinery is enabled. Oh, no, I don't care about the germs. I want it to run. Otto's awake now, so he might get the job. He's very high up on his job orders. He's got to have fabrication supply. So we need... someone needs to grab the lime and bring that up. Someone also needs to grab some refined carbon and bring that up. So this one can be, let's say, lime. Later on we'll make it sweep only or something. But we want one for lime. Consumable or lime. Yeah, you'll be lime. You'll be... oh, where's that? Is that in consumable ore as well? Refined carbon. Yep. And that one can be metal or iron ore. They will be brought up here. For now, it'll be a duplicate job to bring it up. But once we've dug up some materials, we've got some copper ore now. We can run this actually where we want to go. I was thinking of going into there and along here and down and across to it. In which case, it would probably be better off right under there, wouldn't it? Because it doesn't really matter. As long as this sweeper can reach it. That's the main thing. Deconstruct that. And we'll build it there. I'm quite happy with that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just tap onto that. Make sure it can take it though. Yes, of course it can. And that can go. We don't need you now. Ladder can go. Ladder can go. And so can you. Ah, lovely. I like getting things organised. Priority 8. Done. And let's get back up into space or somewhere and dig up a bit more lead. Is there a nice patch somewhere that we could dig up? There's little smidgens. I'd prefer a nice decent patch of it. We got this iron ore to move. I could dig down here, I suppose, couldn't we? Let's come... like so. Well, we'll get that. That will be a higher priority. There we go. What did we get? We got the arcade cabinet. And we got signal counter, duplicate checkpoint, XOR gate, and a memory toggle. An XOR gate. I need to be specific. Power-wise, can we reach to build this thing? Anyone? Just got to construct it, that's all. Oh, Lindsay, it's unreachable. Otto, he's got number 1, he might do it. Come on, Otto, you know you want to. Job orders. And it's now got all the materials it needs, so it's actually a fabricate order. He's gone down in order preference for 3. Come on, you know you want to. That one's filled really fast, hasn't it? Once you've filled it up with refined carbon to its maximum, it's got 14 tons in there. We will automate that and drop it up here automatically. Probably along with the ceramic, it might as well all get dumped up there instead of here. Doesn't make sense to dump it here now, does it? We might as well dump it up there. So if that's the case, we could just run that up like that and across like that. And just snip this off. I'll snip it right now. We'll get that back. I don't care if we got a couple of extra bits of stuff there. Nice. Yep, there's iron ore coming down now. From up there, that patch that we just mined. I'm surprised no one's getting the job order when it's such a high priority. But, yeah, I suppose I should expect it, shouldn't I? Let's get rid of that bit of conveyor rail as well. Ah, that's lovely. I like it. So he'll carry on filling that up, but it won't go anywhere for a little while. Not sure if they can reach those two. Once the refined carbon is full to 20 tons, I'm going to stop it and just dump that on the floor. 20 tons, there we go. That will do. We'll let it all be, just be put there from now on. Little tiny bit of lime that's been swept up here. The lime is now running. That's funny, isn't it? Otto would rather run that eggshell to lime, and he would run this. So let's make that one higher in priority. They might finish the lime on that run and then run up there to do that. He should. No? No. Eggshell to lime. Or somebody else has got this job. Somebody else got it. Liam's coming to run it. Okay, Liam. Fair enough. We now have a pile of refined carbon on the floor. And this thing's going to run. Now it will say there's separate amounts of crude ore. We did get an extra 10 kilos in there. He'll run his one bit of iron ore to iron. I don't think he's particularly fast at it. Hopefully it won't cause any brownouts in power. Oh, you muppet. Why don't you finish your job? Someone else come and finish it. Bit of iron ore being dumped in there. Bit more lime being brought up. Oh, I can't believe he got so close to finishing it and then he went off for lunch. Oh, Camille's got the job. Come on, Camille, you want to do it. You know you do. So if you leave it just set up once it's running, you'll know that it will get made up to 22,000 kilos of steel or iron or whatever. We're making iron at the moment. That's now dropped out on the weight plate, and it's coming in at, let's check the temperature. It's at the moment 108, 170. And it's coming into here and it's instantly dropping to, wow, less than, it's got down to 50 degrees in that time. Just in that tiny little loop there. All that heat is being put into that water. It will balance at about 125, which is the temperature that the steam turbine can start acting at. It'll get a lot hotter, so we will need a cooling area around here. They can't reach that, can they? So we need a ladder. There. Need a ladder there. What's in there? Iron ore. And we're feeding some of it as well to our friends, the hatches. Hey, did that seal back up or something? I don't know. Did I not dig that out properly? Cancel that one. Just dig that top one up. Yeah. Then you can get in there and get some copper. Not enough steam. Steam temperature too low. Pipes blocked, so we'll suppress these. Bit dangerous suppressing them because they might overheat, and I don't think I think I'd like to know when they're overheating. Actually, what we'll do is disable auto repair. We'll know when it overheats when they're burned out if we don't see it in advance. So now we can set another... We'll set another... What should we do? We'll do this one. Iron ore to iron. We'll do, say, 5. 5 lots of iron ore to iron. And then this one we'll do an iron to steel. That should be a lot hotter. Right, there we go. So that ladder can now go. I don't want any risk of them jumping over there somehow. That sweeper has automatically loaded this up with everything it needs. It's got crude oil, lime and refined carbon ready to make a piece of steel. It's on a very high priority. That's on a very high priority. So we're going to need more operators, I guess, aren't we? We're going to need more people to operate. Why are you manually delivering iron, you muppet? Got a sweeper for that. Ah, there's iron here that it should have put in there. But never mind. This one's now being done. Thank you, Otto. There's a little chunk of iron there. He can run 2 batches because there's enough crude in there for 2 batches. Coming out at 100 odd degrees and it's running round in the loop in the gold pipe. And it's 50-60 degrees on its way out. It's now switched over to this one to make a 1 piece of steel while that's running its loop. I don't want too much power drain, but I do want to get this water warmed up. And this is going to come out a lot hotter. 218, 211. And it's rapidly dropping in temperature as it goes round. It won't drop this low all the time. That's nice. Now, what was our power draw like? I didn't see any brownouts or any warnings, but then I think I closed it, didn't I? I think I closed the diagnostic. Are you now... Filters not designated. We can make you out of lead, please. Let's go in here and make these out of lead as well. Stop using my copper. Use lead. Yeah. Nice. This area is going to get very, very hot, and I expect these refineries... Well, they're actually made of ceramic, so they should be okay. But as long as we cool the area fairly soon. So iron ore will be delivered there. We put 6 tons there for now. Let's stop them from doing any more. Otherwise they'll be there all bloody day. There's 95 kilos of lime in here. Turn that off for now. Nice. We can set that to do, say, that's got 3 more runs of iron to do. So someone will come and run that as and when they are ready. We have got a lullabied smooth hatchling egg in here. So is that back up to 8? Yes. That's now on 8. That's now on 8, and I forgot to set the bottom one. Copy settings. Boom. Hopefully they're filling that from the ladder outside. That would be a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. And we can get rid of this one, I guess. Construct that one. Don't seem to need it if you've got the other one. Actually, yes, what we can do... cancel deconstruct. What we'll do is... find smooth stone hatches. That one was set to igneous, so we'll just set the... That one will be igneous, and that one will be granite. So the igneous will drop out and get automatically swept into that one for now. That can be filled up only with granite. Oh, someone's come and taken it anyway. Now let's see. What else do you eat? They eat sedimentary, igneous, obsidian, granite, copper, gold, iron, wolframite, aluminium, and cobalt. So when the aluminium ore... Actually, that's not an ore mine, is it? It's just a neat aluminium. Yeah, it is. Which is in here now. 71 kilos. Yeah. If we need power, we can always activate the next gas generator. We'll have 2 running. We could. We've got plenty of natural gas for a long time. We can always add this gas to it and send that down there. Pump that down there. Pump this room to a vacuum. And use this for something else. But we now should have a bit of steel and a bit of iron on there. What I might do is, when it stopped freezing, there we go, come on. We'll click on this one and we'll set this to refined metal, iron. The sweeper will remove that and remove that. Yeah, you can reach it. And put it in there, which will mean it will constantly keep going until this butt drum is full. If what we're supposed to do is set this to infinity, and then it will just run 20 pieces, 2000. That is now going to remove that and dump it there. We can do a proper full test. Now it's done that. We can remove that from there and drop it on the floor, which is fine. We can reach that and get the iron, put it in there if we want to. We'll set this to, let's set that to half. Let's set that to 1000. So I'm going to watch the power. And we'll set that iron ore to iron forever. So it should load that with iron ore. The coolant is flowing. Coming back in at 57 degrees. I didn't catch the temperature on the way out. This one will run a little cooler than that one. It's a lot hotter to run steel than it does to run iron. And I see some, oh, wrong button. See some bits of stuff coming up. They can now be dumped there. Excellent. Yeah, we've got to run this, haven't we? And the problem with running this, no, we can run it from in here. That's fine. I'm going to say we can't make it. We've got some copper now, so we can run this either out of steel, wolframite, iron ore, or copper ore. I'm just going to use this right up there and just join it into that. I think what I'll do is I'll cancel that one there and we'll use a bridge to make sure it's got a direction. It can be quite confusing, same as pipes. Right, so we've got a copper ore conveyor bridge there, so that will definitely go that way and this will definitely go this way and it won't get confused. Like put direction on it. I'd prefer it went up and over and down, but then if you delete it, it's going to appear inside this tank and I don't want to do that. We've got one piece of iron already made, one piece of steel there. I'm going to set that to, say, no, let's say, what should we say, somewhere about a quarter. 5 pieces, that would be 500, right? $100 each piece, 100 kilograms each piece. So we'll go on to steel forever. The sweeper will put lime and everything it needs in there. Someone will get their work order and they will keep running until this weighs 500. He's stood on it now, so it's got 130. Don't stand on it, you muppet. You don't need to put things in by hand. I wish there was a button on the machine so you could say, don't put things in unless they need to be put in. So what we're going to have to do here is reach this from in here, because I don't want to let them in here, otherwise they'll start messing around. So I want to just put this liquid into this tank. Yeah, probably. Snip that there. Connect that down, connect that up. And that should flow into that tank. Get rid of that liquid bridge. deconstruct you. And when this is empty, we'll put a ladder there so that we'll destroy that and put a ladder there so we can get to those two. Then we can automate picking up the lime and putting it in here. That will be set to lime, which was consumable, I believe. Yeah, it was. That will automatically pick that up and put it in there so the dupes won't keep handling it and wasting their jobs doing that. Snipperoos that, please. Might snip that as well. If that will go in there as well. Get rid of that. Clear that out. Excellent. Nice. Just have the one tank. Don't need two. Actually, don't come out yet. Right. Perfect. When that's emptied out, we'll finish that. And then we will have an automated system to pick up the lime. Send that up here. This will automatically send up the carbon. Coal is automatically dropped in here, and that's automatically loaded up and made into carbon and clay. Clay will be dropped here as well, but I'm not bothered about that. That's fine. As long as it's somewhat accessible by the dupes, I can run and get it. This has now got 100 kilos. Well, it already had 100. That's a bit of power draw that I wasn't hoping to. I was hoping to see how it would cope with them both running like that. We've now got 200 kilos of steel. We've got 300 kilos of iron. More refined carbon dropping in. Liquid pipes. This is coming out at 208, going back in at 69.3. It's coming out of that one at 137, going back in at 60. All that heat is being pumped into here. Insufficient oxygen. Uh-oh. Really? Really? Is it really insufficient? Or is it just that our base is highly pressurized now? Yeah, when we start digging places out, that should really go for it. We've got a bit of steel now, so I would like to put... Oh, I don't think we've got enough steel, but I'd like to put a bunker door up there when we have... How much are they? 500, yeah. A lot. But, eventually we'll bridge off the entire area of space. Apart from what we're using for rockets. We'll just have bunker doors going all the way across so we can collect all the loot. Running that again, that's coming out at 207 this time. I'm back in at 73, that's 72. That's how it works. Usually you get a dupe run both of them backwards and forwards between them both. Camille is coming to destroy that for us. I think we can put a ladder there and I can actually finish this. And we can move on to check something else. I want to check something. I would like to see about refinement. I would like to see about building another oil refinery, but seeing if we can make it out of... Can't make them out of that. You can make them out of steel. How much steel do we need? 400. Let's try it. Let's make one out of steel. That 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think you can quite reach 2 ladders in anyway. Right, so they will take that 400 to build that. So that will stay. That will still keep asking for more. See, they're gonna grab 200 of that and carry it around. And maybe Camille can only carry 200. I think that was 400. No, only 200. Okay, fair enough. More than that. Be careful when you got these locks that they're going to not carry very hot material in. be nice. We can fill up this tank then and have at least one tank of petrol hanging around. I'm not going to make that as high priority though for the moment. I'd rather do our crude oil with a boiler of some design. These are now reachable, thank God for that. How's this temperature of this water going? Up a bit. Only 50 degrees in there now. It's got a ways to go. Some ceramic dropping in. Ah, there's stuff going everywhere. It's awesome. I love it. Right. Hope this doesn't break, because if that granite breaks, we're going to get a lot of salt water dropping in on us. Right. So we'll leave that and we'll go back and check on it in a bit. I just want to check these batteries are running okay. That will keep pumping until that gets to 50% full, but it's like really going to struggle to get to 50% full. That's definite. So, interesting. So what I have do, I think, is, yeah, this is making steam, which I didn't really want it to do. So what we're going to do, put this down to the level of the water, like that, right? So hopefully that will drop into here, and the steam will be contained within here. And as the steam fills up this space, and then it will condense and it will turn this into a vacuum. Hopefully. I think it might do. This might just be getting so freaking hot. Yeah, I think it is. Look at it. It's getting so hot. There. It turned to steam already just by dripping on it. So let's get ourselves some... What should we use? Igneous? Yeah, we'll do that. Not sure if the sides will matter as much. But yeah, this is definitely dripping on here, and that's 140 degrees. So it's inevitable that it's going to create some steam in here, which is not what I want. I don't want steam in here. But it might be something we got to contend with. We might have to put a steam turbine on top and fill this area with water. So that we just allow it to warm up the water into steam and just make us some power. That might be the best way of dealing with it. We'll see. And we'll just kind of have a way of getting in here to get the copper out. I'd rather not have to automate that one. It's only a copper one. Look at this going on. This is really going to draw a lot of power though, so gotta be careful. Just for now. One more should turn that one off. And this one should turn this one off. Because this one is finished. But we do need to get it to the point where that turns to steam. Then we'll actually start getting some power back when we run our steel. At the moment we're not going to get any power back for a very long time. That's now turned green, turned red. Disabled that machine. We check our automation. That's not automation. That is now sends a green signal if it's toggled on, sends a red signal toggled off. So it's now turned off because we reached our target of 500 kilos. We won't leave it at 500, it will be max. But this one is also about to run to its top, 1000, and then turn off. So this water, this crude is coming out at 218 now, coming back at 87. So it's definitely slowly heating up each time it goes around. Now you can put all sorts of sensors on here and things, and you can make this bigger and smaller and all sorts of things. You can make it out of different materials to make the heat transfer better. You can put make this 3 high is what I normally do, 3 high, and then have Or what are they called? Temp shift plates in the middle of it to help suck out all the heat. Works really well, but I just wanted to get it together and get it thrown together and working. And it may mean that we do disassemble this section. Right, so that's now going to say that it can run again because the pipe was blocked before. That should automatically turn off when that's done. There we go, it's gone red. Turned off. Materials automatically coming up. Sweeper will put them in when it's needed. Steel is there waiting to be used. That's already been made out of steel. But when you come along and use some more steel, they will automatically run over and make enough. Replace what you took. Which is nice. But it's going to cost us a packet in power. Hey, this one's going up to 1200 watts again. Look at that. That's nice. This is done. But I'm not sure how long this will stay at that temperature for. So what we might have to do, change these to, I usually make them out of obsidian when I'm doing volcanoes. We make them out of obsidian. They're already done, so this doesn't matter if it takes a bit of time. Next time we come back, we can stick a steam turbine on there. It will automatically be getting coolant from that running on top of its head. Not a very nice environment for it to run in, but we can add that power to the grid. So every time the copper volcano runs, it gives us a little bit of power. And that will contain this steam malarkey. That's probably not going to condense for any time soon because it's so hot in here. It might do. Now that's trapped in here. That's the hope, is that it will. Here you go. It's going to drip into here, and that could be potentially providing us with power. We do need to make it run into a vacuum first. If we can fill it with water, we'll run into a vacuum all by itself. Yeah, it's dripping off the edge. All seems to drip off the edge. There's none on this edge, but there is on the left. Copper building up. This pool of water is just absorbing all that heat. Oh, it's slowly melting it all, look. I wonder if it will manage to melt that side. No. So we might build a liquid lock on this side. We won't make it out of polluted water. We'll have to cover it, make sure no polluted drips into it. And we'll probably make it just as normal out of crude oil. I'd rather do it this side because of the space. There is plenty of space here to do it. Then we can come in here, brick this up here and here, and maybe pump out all the gases. And do that when it's dormant. Then we can stick a steam turbine on its head. Get some extra free power every time it erupts. Same with this fella here. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with aluminium, but it's really good pipes wise for building our petroleum boiler. So I read somewhere. It's good for heat transferring. Make sure you don't accidentally hit anything really hot. There is something really hot right there, so I'm not sure how that is transferring the heat to the obsidian there. Yeah, this is a very hot area. The abyssalite seems to be broken right here, so we've got to be careful. I want to let all that in here. Ugh. It would instantly vaporize that. Oh, I thought that was yeah, it's hydrogen. We're fine. Okay. Theragas for a minute. Get rid of that idea. That's not necessary anymore. And pop that up to an. Yeah, they've got a fire pole to get down here nice and fast. A few Drecos on the loose. Speaking of Drekos, look at that. They're just growing away happily in their pile of debris. Here's who are we going to have? There's a researcher, there's a builder with a small bladder, Earlish gourmet, it's a food morale bonus, and a decor bonus. But his downside is the decreased bladder. That is a researcher who's germ resistant, can't decorate, and increased decor. That's actually quite useful for as a pilot if they're on flown to another asteroid. They don't really care about morale very much, and they've got germ resistance. That could be a good dupe. Research building, tidying, and starry-eyed. Another small bladder guy. Shabby dresser. This duplicate's clearly never heard of ironing. You'll get less decor, but I think Harold is our man. Yeah, let's get Harold. Let's allow Harold in here. Harold allowed in here now. You can be running partners. Harold will need a... Harold, have you already gone to bed? No, haven't you? Christ. I see a gas canister being carried over. You put into the soda fountain. Nice. Perfect. Well done, Frankie. Yeah, you're wonderful. I might put Frankie on the other shift. Let's go to the schedule when the game unfreezes. If the game unfreezes. Oh dear. Alright, where are you, Frankie? You're going to go on the training shift. There you go. You're locked in the base. Mima's locked in the base. Harold, you're also going on training shift. Now, this job, as far as I understand, is operating. So we want to go on and we want to put Mima and Harold on high operating. Go to our priorities. Mima and Harold need high operating. That will make them do that. Harold is very good at researching, but we're not going to have him as a researcher. At least not here. What's going on here? That's flowing into the base. We stole a lot of water, so yeah, that's fair enough. How's this going? A little smidge in here. So we want to set that down to there, into there. And we want to set that to, say, the green signal when it's above, say, 5 degrees, okay? And then that can set a green signal when it's above 500k. And then that can go a pump. So when both of those are met, it will pump. So when the water level's up this high and it's about 5 degrees, the pump will turn on and pump some of it up. And this sensor needs to go. Or we could just keep it there and snip it off. What we could do, see if that will work. Send it both directions, like that into there and into there. Is that right? So send a green signal if it's below 5 degrees. Yeah, because we want it to actually warm it up, don't we, to 5 degrees. So that makes sense. Now it's turning on. It'll turn off anyway if it's not in liquid, so we don't need a failsafe. We don't need this one. Okay, fair enough. Rid of it then. Priority, do that. I think that will work. Basically, we've got it set up to go both directions from that one. Yep, you construct all of those. Please build that, will you? We're right next to it. Thanks. Right. So, if it's below 5 degrees, actually, hang on. Yeah, that is wrong, isn't it? Is it? If it's above 5, then it will say yes to that and flip that to off. Okay, good. Right, okay, that's fine. So I'll do both. If it's above 5 degrees, it'll say yes to that. That will say there's enough water and turn the pump on. And if it's below, then it will, once it's the right temperature, it'll turn that off, which is what we want. Yeah, that's good. 2 uses from one thing. We can put this probably, you can set it to right up to ridiculous amounts. But I'd rather just have it on 500. We might actually allow this to really fill up a lot and put that sensor right up here and attach it to there. Put it right up underneath that if we wanted to, but that would take a long time to fill. I think we could do with the water. At the moment, we're just recycling what's in the base. Sorry, fish, you got less room to swim, haven't you? With having this blockage here is that this carbon dioxide can't get out. As long as this is now floral scent all along here, we could probably change that back to an airflow tile, not wolframite, you muppet. Yeah, what have we got? We got iron ore. We haven't got much gold amalgam or anything anymore. Make it out of iron ore. There, like that. Oh yeah, this one's got to be another bloody bud, aren't you? Let's go and decimate some area quick, just so that we can do this area. Look, they've actually been working hard in here while I haven't been looking. Nice. I ought to check the temperature there first. No, that's fine. We can dig all that out. Dig all that out. Yeah, dig all of that chunk out to there, please. There's a lot of junk in here. Slime and everything. I'm just quite paranoid about hitting this really hot area. There we go. And then we can use all that slime that we're digging out of here. That will end up being used for our dust caps. Mushrooms that we're going to grow. That will be a different episode. It won't be this one. That will take a little bit of setting up. I'll make it in a sealed room. They'll be in a completely sealed room of their own. And you'll have to wear a suit to get in there. That won't be in the base. Now look, they're running. They're having a chit chat while they're running. Got a nice decor. Let's go to skills. Machinery 1, athletics 0. Machinery 3, athletics 3. Went up by 2 points in both. Unfortunately, they're not very productive in this phase while they're doing that. You can come in here and decimate this one, I think, because I'd like to be able to get through the top. So this can become part of the base. That would be nice. This worked okay. I didn't even see it working, but this is locked. The carbon dioxide from these... we've already used most of it. We're pumping carbon dioxide to space over there as well, so that's a shame. I know I'll forget if I do this, but... connect. No, hang on, what's that set to? What is it set to too high? 10 grams a second. That's not much, is it? You can start to fly. we'll be allowed through for now until someone comes to set that. Errands. Who comes to set it? Liam's coming. But I don't think it will be allowed out in here, because that is overpressured. But if that blips for even a second, it will let some hydrogen out. Ah, it's frozen. There we go. So, is that set now? Did anyone come? That gas valve? No. Still requested. Liam is coming. There he is. Hi, Liam. I would rather like this part to be part of the base so they can come in and do what they gotta do. But we'll sweep this junk away now. We'll deconstruct those two. Probably have to sweep those away again. And here we will plant mealwood. Plant a mealwood there. Copy to the others. And I can't plant there because there's a ladder above it. So that will need to be powered. We never did link it up. I think we haven't got anyone in here to shear yet. Connect it. Need a lot of power. Pick that up as well, please. Copy settings. Perfect. There we go. Already. I might move that. I don't like it being so close to that mealwood. Ruining my aesthetic. We'll put it... We can't even put it in the middle, can we? No. Move it over by one. Whose bed is that? Harold's got a brand new... He's only just joined and he's got a plastic bed. You lucky sod. Problem with that is that means we've got to dig up a bed. As soon as they get up, we've got to dig up someone's bed and replace it before they go back to bed again. I'm going to do Catalina's bed. And we won't do Liam's because he's awake. They're already in those beds, but we can do Ashkan's bed. Ashkan deserves a good bed. Don't you, Ashkan? Yes, you do. How much plastic do we have now? We will see in a minute. Get that bit of sandstone out of here. Oh, you look really miserable, Bubbles. And done. Pick that bit out. Someone go and get those replaced, please, and they will automatically find a bed when it's bedtime, so not really fussed. That will be the critter drop-off for Drecos again. Running back with plastic, look, having to bring it into the base. It might be a good idea to set this to plastic and just drop most of the plastic in here. We won't need a huge amount outside the base at the moment, only when we build like steam turbines. I think it's manufactured plastic. We come over here and I make a sweep order on that. They should drop that into the base. Make it a lot easier when we do the next beds. There we go. Build a bed. We're not even using enough water. Look at that. We're not. This should be off. Full. Not necessary. That's full. Yeah, we need an excess water tank that's, yeah, we don't want to put it in here. It's way too hot. So, this will be a while before this kicks in. How long is it going? Yeah, that'll take ages. Got 71 cycles to run for though. Here we go, there comes some plastic being dropped into the base. That's nice. Means we can knock out another bed, deconstruct. Who's taken that one? Catalina's got that one. We're going to go and deconstruct this. I'm busy chucking plastic into the base. I think that'll do now. I cancel you. And take plastic off of there. And that's it. No more. No more. Don't bother. Go do something else. Stop pretending you were going to do that all along, because you were going to get plastic. I know it. Then we're going to cancel that. Aaron's going to do it. Hey, look, let's watch his eyes. This is what happens when you drink too many fizzy drinks. Ah. Find them all. Look at his face. Who are you talking to? Talking to Nisbet. Oh yeah, hello Nisbet. Okay, these don't look like they want to be planted. Errands, anyone going to plant them? No pending deliveries. Oh, well there should be pending deliveries. No one wants to. Fine, it's fine. Could be loads of mealwood lying around. So what we're going to do now is we're going to snip this there. We're going to attach that to the pressure vent, and we're going to allow that to just vent out that little bit here. And see, as the hydrogen goes across that vent, it actually does go out. Symbol goes out. It'll be wispy small amounts. When it goes over the vent, it will actually allow more to come out. Hopefully. Just drained that amount out of the thing, but that doesn't look like much in here, does it? We want a bit more than that. I'll drain, because I know I'll get distracted, so I'll just fill that pipe back up again. Fill that up. Oh, look, it's only going to let 10s through. Oh, well, in that case, I will get distracted. I don't care. And we'll just let it run. Yeah, you can just run now. That valve is only letting a tiny amount, 10 grams. That will carry on forever ad infinitum unless it runs out. If there's too much in here, it will spill out through the door and it will level itself anyway. The dupes can run underneath without getting their head in it. They don't have to be in a suit. Use it. And that's good. We can bust through and get all of this crap out then. Go back down to our excavation site. Priorities. How much did we leave it on? Let's put it on a big priority. Boom. Come and do it. Come and have fun. You know you want to. You know you want to. Don't get yourselves trapped. Okay? What I often do is if I make this all a 7 sort of thing. Right, and then make an 8 just for the ladders. Usually that helps to stop them getting trapped. It's not fail safe, not foolproof, but it helps. Let's put it like that. Because whenever there's a ladder they can reach, they will build it. And we built all the ladders out of materials that should be found in here. I thought we did, but we built them out of sandstone. Yeah, there should be sandstone lying around. There's plenty up here, look. Sandstone here. We should have built them out of what's around here. Yes, probably. Well, there's sandstone there according to that. Can't have gold amalgam ladders. Why not? I want gold amalgam ladders. Granite in there. Nobody's ever going to fill that. So we're going to have to put it on a 9. Otherwise it's never getting done. We're going to have 2 more dupes in our gym. I suppose we could build another one there. Let's see what we've got on the old research front. We'd get the marble block. It's funny because we can't harvest marble in here. We could do with the base Vera module, artifact analysis. Yeah. Base stuff. Get the gas range for the fridge, for the kitchen. Yeah, that would be nice. Our storage bin has never been set, so we're going to get rid of it. Actually, what was I going to do with that? Cancel deacon. Was I going to try and put that fungal spore in it? I don't know if we can. Are fungal spores classed as seeds? Or are they? Yeah, they are. Okay. Seed fungal spore. Let's that up. Hope they put it in there. We never know with these things. Hey, that one's that one's ready. Yeah, I don't think they're going to live, are they? Because they've got no food and they're not laying an egg. So, yeah, they're just going to die off eventually. We did have 2 more eggs drop in here somewhere, so we could wait for them to hatch and put those in. They planted it. That's all we wanted. Otto, would you mind planting that for me, please? You know, it would be good if somebody, someday, might actually plant that for me. We have got farmers, but I think I've locked most of them in. Yes, they've definitely changed something. We've only got 1 egg. That's got to be set to a shove vol egg. We could do with a sweeper in here. Sweep the meat out, because you do get a lot of meat from them when they die. That's a shame. They definitely nerfed those. They used to be a valid source of food. What have you got? Fungal spore. Oh, okay. Go on in. Take it. I think you're going to put it in a box or something down here, are you? Yeah, you are. I only put that there because I didn't want the fish eating all our seeds. So I'm going to turn that off. To save more wasted journeys. There we go. There's 1 now. Growth alter, disable auto harvest, but you can actually feed it if you want. They will need it. Let's plant another one. I think he's going to do that one. And let's plant this one. Bean's got that one. And Ruby's got that one. You don't have to leave it on. Some jobs you don't have to leave it on. Let's let them do their business. I would like that done. There we go. Plant them up, please. I would like to... Now I've got to click the plant, not the thing. Okay, disable auto harvest. And that one, disable auto harvest. Doesn't mean you can't feed it. I think 4 might not be enough. So we might have to add a couple more. Someone's bedroom is getting... Yeah. Someone's bedroom is going to get a... There you go, they can feed them from underneath, so that's quite good. Until I let them up here. Once we've dug through over the top, we can dig through this bit here. We can dig through here and brick it up and make it safe. As soon as that obsidian drops down here, it's going to make this really hot. So I'd rather do it from inside. Speaking of which, they are kind of hammering that apart. These guys, yeah, just wrangle them out of here, please. Wrangle those out of here. Dig that away, and I can suppose deconstruct those two. That can all be reached from the bottom. Rid of that, and I don't want any plant life because that might rot. That will then give an off gas. What's going to come down here with this ladder on this side? No, we're going to leave it for now. That is now 45, so that's stopping this from instantly turning into steam. I think this is probably going to be the problem, isn't it? It's going to get pretty hot. Yeah, it is. That's very, very hot. So we're going to make our... Should have done that one further along. That sort of thing. Yeah, we need to build that across first. It looks like a face, doesn't it? 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Yeah, see faces everywhere. There's a name for that, I believe. Middle. No. No. I always see faces and things. Ah, look at this. Lovely. What is it? 61. I'm going to push that up now to 1500. That will give another 5 orders. It will automatically drop some iron ore in there. Let's see, actually, if we could... If we can get in here and stick a... That's really condensing all over this. It's going to make it very hard to fill with crude if it's full of bloody water. But at least if it condenses, we can mop it up, I guess. Yeah. Let's do what we've done up here, but not with obsidian. Cheap. Like that, I guess. We need it open there because we need to be able to put the crude in here. We might have to just delete that one and put them in here because this is going to be very difficult otherwise. Mop that, please, s'il vous plaît, if you will. Then we'll have to get in here and pump this into a vacuum, and this is very hot. That'll be a test for our steel. We can make a steel pump just to pump this into a vacuum. We'll delete it and get our steel back so it's not a loss. We just need a vacuum to start with. This has got a layer of water on it, so we can actually pump this into a vacuum without even pricking this up. I'll be back. Unfortunately, with the Engie's tune-up, it still ticks away even if it's not running. So the Engie's tune-up might, like, say, last one, like, 600 seconds cycle. But if it's not running, Otto's on the case. Waiting for coolant. Yeah, probably. What else are you waiting for? You don't need crude and... Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think once the liquid's gone round, it should, that sign should disappear. Yep, it has. We've got more crude in here. Going through at, what, 100 degrees, 140? And back out at 80 odd. Yeah, that's fair enough. Otto's now back up here, running another bit of iron through the system. Costing us power because we're waiting for this to warm up enough to turn to steam, but that's gonna be a while. Crikey. Well, once we start running the steel, that should warm it up quicker. And that will use up a lot of our coal, but our coal is going up. Still going up. Can you come and mop this? Does anyone want to mop? No, probably not. Yeah, we could get that one and get the data banks off of it as well. Oh yeah, there's one there. I keep forgetting. Right, so this section... Ugh, this dude is in my way. How are we going to do this? I'm going to build it slightly off because there's stuff here and it's annoying. And I don't want to have to sweep it all just yet. Actually, we will have to sweep at least some of it. We'll uproot all of this junk. And I'll probably just make this a room here. Yeah, we'll want a double liquid lock, so I'll put that up here, I think. We'll make it out of normal granite for now. What have we got lying around? We've got igneous here. They've been coming down here taking everything. So there's granite. There's igneous. Yeah, loads of igneous there. Okay, good. We'll build it out of igneous. I'm going to do it underneath this floor because I don't know how that will work. And I want to bring down, say, there. And that will be our airlock. Like that will be a double. And that will come down there. We'll put a pump here and pump this middle bit into a vacuum. We'll cancel that bit and we'll make that out of insulated. Not sure if it's necessary, but we will. Not. No, we'll do that again, please. We'll make it insulated, but we'll make it out of igneous. And in this part, I think we'll also make that. Cancel those three. We'll make those same. No, not like that, please. And then we'll pump this area into a vacuum. And then we'll be able to drill down into the hot area with the volcano. Make ourselves a lot of magma. This whole area will probably become a giant magma pit of doom. I'm not sure if there's any other volcanoes we can get. That any of these could be another volcano. Who knows? Big patch of diamond there. And there's a trapped patch of water. That's really helpful. Thank you. That was probably ice. But I'm going to have to get rid of that somehow. Wonder now how we're going to get to this fossil. We'll have to dig very carefully. Tempted to leave this abyssalite in place. Just try and dig down like that. Got a lot of solid material we can dig through. We can make a huge pit. Right, okay, so then to make it so we don't have to pump everything out, we'll drop that down to about there. Drop that down to about there. And we've only got to deal with this area here. Now if I cancel, say, the top couple of those, pop a ladder and it will be made of obsidian. There. Yeah, that's too far over. I want to move it. I want to move it to in line with this. Ah, okay, we need to come along a bit further. Let's bring that along. 2 more. Dig that out. Cancel that. Cancel this because I want to come over to... Oh, wrong button. We come over to at least there so we can dig past the volcano by at least 2 tiles. So that will be our ladder here. Right where this is. Okay. Okay, well we could have built this a bit further in, I think. I feel. But never mind. That's going to now come to, say, there. Stop roaring. You just make me nervous. You sound funny. Right. Then that can all be dug. That's where the ladder's going to go. Right, so the ladder is going to be made of obsidian, because that won't melt. And, problem situations. We're not going to make this bit yet. But we just need to know where it's going to be. So, I will probably line the walls like that. Yeah. Right, so this needs clearing out, this section. How are you doing temperature-wise? Yeah, that's fine. We can dig that bit. Actually, temperature-wise, I'd like to put one there once that's dug. So that's the corner of that, right? Just where that is really hot there. And there's no crude up this section, so I'm going to push all the loot, all the crap out this area by doing the same method we did with the blocks before. Yep, you can build your ladder. Uproot this fella, will you? Yeah, you'll have to go inside now. Sorry, can't really reach it, can you? I will drop this ladder right the way down here. I don't know what we're going to find when we get that low, but it's still obsidian. So we can still dig it. We'll dig out as much of it as we possibly can. There'll be a door on here only allowing certain dupes in. And we will lock it to make sure no one tries to bring any of that obsidian out. Every time they carry it through the liquid lock, no matter what it is, it's going to end up flashing to sour gas or something if it's crude oil or whatever. Eventually, the crude oil would turn to petrol. Because this is 1530 degrees obsidian. We do not want that carried into the base or anything. It'll overheat everything. This guy needs to go. I think we're just going to murderize him if no one wants to. Yeah, just kill him. Sorry, guy. Hopefully he'll drop down somewhere useful. Oh well, maybe not. You're going to croak right there. Ugh. Now he's a piece of meat. If nobody collects that piece of meat, I'll just delete that tile and rebuild it and let it drop down here. Nobody's coming to dig that up either. I'd rather not dig that tile until I'm good and ready and this is all vacuumed out. We will leave them with their job. That can stay as a 9. I want to see if anyone ever does it. Probably not, but you know. Someone's come for the meat. Is that all you can carry? Really? That is terrible. Slowly using up all this polluted water to make our... have to figure out something else later. So this is too hot. We can't use this. Nobody likes mopping. I don't think I've set anyone to tidying as a high priority. Or if they have, they're locked inside the base and they're not allowed out. Well, there's a bit of eggshell there. That system has now switched off. We now have the full quota of 1500. I'm going to make it 2000 now. Power seems to have held out, so far so good. Coal is still going up, so that's a good thing. This is still running, and the gas in here is now 95 kilos of pressure. A lot of gas in there. May have to run 2 of them, but we'll wait. I wish someone would do this mopping business, because that's annoying. Let's cancel it. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just deconstruct these tiles and let it drip back on the water again. We'll rebuild them. Because they love digging and deconstructing and building. But they don't love tidying. Which is fair enough. Who can blame them? Anyone want a warm sweater? It's only 40, 50 degrees out here. Okay. That one I think is working. I think they're building that. They're feeding that from outside. That's the hope anyway. So they don't have to go in. Take off their suits and go in. There's a lot of bloody Sweetles in here. You don't have to do anything to breed Sweetles. They just breed like crazy. Hey, you. Unalive yourself. I know, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? So if we had moved that one, say, here, he could reach that and reach that. We could get rid of our flower pot. No, I don't want to get rid of the flower pot. I like the flower pot. How dare you suggest such a thing? Alright, we'll move it over here then. Oh, Mr. Handpuller. Come on, Otto. You're the man of many talents. You're everywhere, you are, pal. That is locked until that gets to 100, and it's on 16 at the minute. And how much have we got there? 400. We start off with, I think, 700 and something. We've done an awful lot of research just with this. Just with that. When that gets up to 100 again, that door will unlock automatically. Wrong button. That one, sorry. So that will send a signal out, which will lock this door so there's no access to the uranium. And it will unlock this door so you can come in and do some more. Just stops him coming in every time there's like 4 bits of red bolts. No point. Just come in when it's full. And he can always get out because that's always set to out only. When he's in there, it locks that door so nobody else can bring him any uraniums. He doesn't want it. He does want it, but I don't want someone constantly feeding it to him. This isn't getting done. Look at that. Nobody wants to do such a boring job. Boom, 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 like that, please. And another boom there. Yep. And another one there. Once that is built, an angle, I hope that can be done now, yes. And when we build this, it should push all the dirt over to there, all the gravel and grime. Until someone eventually digs up this balm lily. Game's frozen. Sip a drink. Sip a drink. There isn't any drink. It's empty. Oh my god. There's nothing to drink. Okay. Don't be dramatic. It's fine. Is that unreachable? It's unreachable, of course. Well, let's put another couple of ladders in here. And this might eventually end up becoming a spike. Goes into a lot of magma. We'll just put steam turbines along. That will be way, way into the future. If we've got like several volcanoes around here that can constantly be adding to this magma pool, then it would be worthwhile doing. What did you drop? A fungal spore? Why are you so obsessed with a fungal spore? Where are you taking it? Fungal spore. I thought I'd turned that off. You're going to come in here. You're going to come down there. You're going to come. You're going to. Are you giving it to the chef, or are you putting it in here, or what are you doing? Oh, I know. It's this one, isn't it? Yes, it's that one. We'll put it in. I'll let you put it in. If I don't, we'll drop it in some random annoying place. Oh, there you are. No, that was meat. Oh, there you are. Hello, hello. Yeah, get your greetings over with. Now get out of here. Right. That was it. That was all I wanted to do, was add fungal spores to this, so that they can be put in the fridge. There you go. Goodbye fungal spores. Goodbye problem. Deconstruct. I think I built that about 3 episodes ago. Do we want another decorating cook? Operating doctoring? No. Want any of those? We'll just have the Drecklet eggs then. Thank you very much. And yeah, we've got one of those from down the bottom, but the other one they wouldn't, so I murdered him. So that seems a bit unfair. There's something just there. There is, isn't there? Sweep that up, please. Anything there? Am I imagining it? Yes. Wrong button. Oh, you're having fun, aren't you? Right in here. Someone's got to come and see to you. Unfortunately, they need a suit on to get to you at the moment until we extend this up to there. Won't be for a while yet. Hang on, did that get really hot? Or am I dreaming? No. Minus 22, that's fine. We had issues then. Crikey. This ladder, it goes a very long way. Virtually up into space. Not quite, but virtually. So I want to dig out that bit there. And cancel that. Don't have to dig that. And then can we come into there? And then come out of there, because I would like to dig up all of that, please. Very nice. Have that. And we can cancel that and dig it up even higher. Prioritize. Yeah, someone might like to do that, please, at some point in time. Alright. This can go down to there. That will push all that junk onto this tile. And we will place the tile of igneous, yeah, right there. And we need a plumbing liquid vent. We can make it out of, what do we want? What have we got handy? Gold amalgam there and there. Liquid. And run it from this. That's quite handy. Tap onto that. That goes down into the oil biome. Ah, we did lower the oil level quite far. I'm surprised how much we lowered it. Doesn't matter. Insufficient resources. Yeah, well, that's very likely. Thought we were decimating a gold biome here. Yeah? But did everybody just forget about that? They probably did, because I left it on a low priority. And I keep leaving very high priorities everywhere. So that's my fault. Oh, there you go. He built it. That's why we didn't have much, because he had it in his hands. Right. We can turn that pump back on, and that will fill our liquid locks. You do have to watch it a little bit, because it will overflow a little bit. It has been known. That phosphorite needs to go, please. That was handy. That's all landed on there. Oh, I'll just delete that and rebuild it. Okay, so when they've built that, we'll switch the pump back on. That'll fill our liquid locks. I'm going to just put one extra tile there. So that if it does, actually, if it overflows this way, it's not really a problem, is it? It'll go back into the mine. More of a problem if it overflows this direction. That's only too high, so I don't really want to put a block there. We'll just keep an eye on it. Dead, hopefully. Yeah, get rid of that. Once you go out of here, Yeah, I'm going to make you move there, so you drop it. Now you can get a different job. There you go. You'll do something actually useful. So power-wise, we want to reconnect this wire. Mind my pan and scan. I do apologise. There it is. Link that onto there. The water. The crude pump will start pumping. As soon as that's built, these will get filled. We want ventilation. A gas pump, please, would be nice. I don't care what we build it out of. What are we going to build it out of? Iron ore. No. What's that? Wolframite. No, I don't want to build it out of that. Alright. We'll just build out of something. Anything. Gas pipe comes out there with a gas vent on it. And build that junk, please. Junk, but you know what I mean. Once that's built, we'll need a bit of power on it. We've got power coming down here that's got enough on it. So we can build that wire out of lead and chunk down to there, please. Good job, good job. And we've got our crude coming in. Once this one overpressures, it will automatically move over to there and start filling that one. And I think I'll just snip it so it does it a bit quicker. Not that I'm in a hurry or anything, but, you know. Pressure down here should be low enough that we can clear this tiny little space, but it might not be enough to clear this out. Right, nobody is doing this balm lily. I need to see if anyone's going to do it for me. Someone can do it. Ruby, please come and dig that up. Important that that gets dug up because we don't want it dropping in on the very hot stuff. Once this is a vacuum, we can dig into here and it will, all of this will just remain a vacuum. But if you get a tiny bit of phosphorite hitting that very hot stuff, oh dear, you're in trouble. And let's make sure there's nothing there. Nothing along here that grows. We can push everything well out of the way so there's no chance of anything getting cooked. We don't want any, phosphorus gas, or whatever it is. Liquid phosphorus, and then it turns to gas. Phosphorus liquid. All of those. Yeah, oh, they eat it. Yeah, they'll eat it. Crystal blossoms. Produce it. Okay, fair enough. They eat it and they produce it. Okay. Sunbugs consume it. Oh yeah, weasels consume it as well. A liquid vent can be deconstructed. Now enough. Don't matter if it gets a bit more in it. As long as it's touching both sides. What she said. Now, that should continue to that one by itself. It is. Well, the pump's already starting. You can't pump because there's nothing there to pump. Excellent. Thank you for building that. I didn't realise I made it out of granite. I meant to make it out of igneous. I think whoever we told to do that changed their mind. Jean, come and do it. If I turn that off, are you going to get a new job? I can't do a lot until I've pushed all that out of the way. But I will leave you watching that for one moment. I'll be right back. And I am back and just in time by the look of it. Uh-oh. Don't overflow, please. Right, we'll reconnect that. Yeah, we'll snip there. That'll do. Perfect, perfect. And we can deconstruct that vent. That has given us a nice little block there, and that... Why aren't you building that? Somebody build that. Ashcan's got that on number 46. Yeah. Build it, Muppets. Right, that also needs building. While we're here, put it on a very high priority now. Done. Nice. Well done, you. That being done? Yeah, Camille's coming to do that. Ashcan's coming to do that. I'm going to change that to Igneous and put it on high. So when Ashcan builds that, I can quickly build one there, and hopefully he will build it as well. Ah, damn. He builds so fast. Crazy quick. Because that is built first, when you build the one underneath, it just pushes all the crap out of the way. It's a lot easier. While we're pumping this little room out, yeah, that's already having issues. Fine. Up here. Another one of those. Anything exciting in here? Yeah, anything exciting? Nothing. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's probably my fault. I probably forgot to do such things as those. But, oh, yeah, yeah. There's your coffee machine food. Yeah, it's got insufficient pinch-up peppers. These are all ready, but they're set to not auto-harvest. I want to set that to... That one's set to not auto-harvest either. So, see this nice little layout? This is all just done by 10 grams per second. That's it. We can now switch back, I think, to ventilation. We'll snip-a-roo there and connect that one. Oh, that's flashing all the time. It will still flow because the hydrogen is much lower than the oxygen. The oxygen was way overpressured. So we're just going to click that. We're going to suppress it. It should flow. And now that's enough to make these grow. And that's a high priority. And it's powered now. He's eaten some mealwood, so he should be fairly happy. They can come in here without suits because the mealwood height, they're only too high, and hydrogen will only come down to there. If it goes any further, it will spill out over the edge. And you can even make these airflow tiles so that you just have one thin layer. But at the moment, they've got to go in suits because it's the only way through because this is so hot here. Once we've sorted this volcano out and we can come through this way, then we won't need to worry about it. We can make this part of the base and allow them through here into there, seal this up, probably add this bit to the base as well, and we'll have an extra room because we are running out of space in here for our entertainment facilities. Haven't got any carbon dioxide. Well, we're pumping carbon dioxide into space, so that seems rather silly, doesn't it? So we might have another one of those machines. Where can we put it? There's our carbon dioxide going into space. So why don't we grab one of these machines and maybe just there? No. I don't really want it all the way up there. Put it on here, couldn't we? I don't think you can flip those, can you? No, you can't. I don't really want a huge, great trail of pipes just for carbon dioxide. You know what? I've got an idea. Let's put in another one of these layers there. And we'll put it there eventually. Actually, let's put it in there now while I'm thinking about it. Because I will forget. I would like the dupes to have access to their soda fountain. Like looking at their eyes when they go, ugh. Right, so that's now 2k on there. So you can either, say, add one of these and make that iron, and then that sweeper will take it off of there, which will trigger it to run another 2,000. Up to when that storage bin becomes full at 20,000. But I don't really want to do that now, but it will sweep the iron off of there and put it in this machine. If we set that, that's already set to continue forever, but I'm going to set it now to 1,000. You don't have to do it this slowly up in increments like that. Should be able to reach that iron there. You can reach both machines. Sweep that off. Sweep that up. And that is now ready to run. That will now be green and enabled. Iron to steel. For another 5 runs. Someone will get that job and come and do it all automatically. Without any well, they've got to make it. We don't have to tell them to. When it's running at full speed, every time we use some steel, they'll automatically go back. They'll get the job and they'll go back to replace that steel that we used. Let's come in here. That steam is now gone, so we might be able to do this. Don't need it on a 9 thing. Whack down into yonder. There is crude oil being fed up to the top of the map. In fact, I probably don't want it to, so I'm going to snip the power at that point, because we need to clear this out of gas. And the easiest way to do that, instead of building another pipe, destroy this tile here. And then when this is connected through, we can then... Actually, do you know what would have been sensible? To have made this out of obsidian. That would have been sensible. Never mind, too late for that now. If we'd made this out of obsidian, we would have been able to just leave it in here when it's deconstructed. And then just used it to build our ladders with, because the ladders must be made of obsidian. I think you can use ceramics as well, but obsidian can withstand magma without melting. Whereas pretty much every other material can't. Yeah, take that away. There's a liquid pipe there you can have as well. Let's deconstruct. Bye. So this is now a vacuum, which should prevent any transfer of heat. But if this did, for some reason, get very hot, it shouldn't then send it out into the rest of the base. Just build it while you're there, Gene. Come on. So we can run this one down. That's igneous at the moment, but if we carry it on down, we'll make it out of obsidian, which is already in here. We don't want them going out to get the obsidian and coming back in. We want them to use this obsidian, because when you deconstruct it, it'll be at 45 degrees instead of 1500. But you don't want anyone coming in when you say, build this out of obsidian somewhere on the map. They'll come in here and get 1500 degree and carry it through your liquid locks. Always fun. So is that door... Door is on auto. I'm going to just prioritize that up a bit because I want to see if they can come through here. I've seen this machine before and I don't want to activate it just yet. We shall do. There's pajamas in there. Dispense pajamas. No, I don't want to dispense any PJs just yet. We will put that as... No, that's... Yeah, that's igneous. That's fine. Now that is fine. Oh, yeah, they can get in there. Okay, you were just teasing me. Priority 8. Yeah, you've got other jobs that are very high. I know. Go, go, go. did they dig out most of the slime yet? Yeah, kind of. Some of it says it's unreachable. Oh, yeah, they've got ladders to build. Probably reason being those ladders are made of the wrong material. What's slowing it all up. If we'd made them out of sedimentary rock, they probably would just run in here and, you know, build it out of the materials that are right there. But they've got to come up here to get sandstone. Stupid. What did I do that for? Who's idle? Max. I think Max is trapped in the base. Max, can you not stand in there, please? Just leave. You're annoying me. That's a bad place to loiter. That must mean that these are all caught up with. Not every job is caught up with, is it? There's no more to do. Really? These are all on a 7, but I don't think they can do anything without any sulfur. Yeah, but Max is trapped inside the base anyway, so he can't do anything. Yeah, put in a 6 job like they're gonna do that. No, don't even do a 7 priority. Right. Now we can put one more of these in. Boom. And actually we can bust that tile now. And we just won't deconstruct this until that's done. There we go. Beautiful. And that pump will pump this to a vacuum. Might take a little while. Got to be made of obsidian. In case of any problems, issues, spikes of heat or magma. Anything that can take the temperature. Should be. Here we go. Now as soon as that's burst, pump can start working again. It won't be very efficient, stuck in a corner like that with one little gap. It'll work. Probably. Ah, that finally got done. A gourmet meal prep. We now have a gas oven. Do those. Suppose we can do that one now because that's nearly done. Perfect. Lovely job. Now we'll do a bit of a sweep in here as well. Ah, wow. The S words are very sharp on this microphone. Now, what have we got? The gas range. Look at that bad boy. Let's go back up to our kitchen. Which is here. And it needs to have a fridge in it, otherwise it's not classed as a kitchen. So I'm going to move the fridge over there. Out of my way, fridge. And we can put it here and have a look. We'll need to somehow get gas to it. This is a standstill because the base is so highly pressurized. Yeah. That's now leaking into there. That's good. What I could do is do another block. The pipe there. Run it through there and down. Disconnect this piece. And what that should do is mean it will all go into that machine until it can't, and then it will go up to space instead of 1, 1, 1, 1, which is going to take forever to fill the thing. That one bit of pipe, you just run it over the top of it and carry on up into space. When somebody builds it for us, Ruby is coming to build it. Thank you, Ruby. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to snip right there. We're going to go around like that. Now all the gas that it can absorb, it will. When somebody wants some more carbon dioxide for their thing, they'll come and get it from there. We could run it all the way over here and add it to this No, I don't want to do that. Right, yeah, this is getting quite a lot in here now. I think I'm going to stop this. I'm not sure if they actually consume it somehow as the scales get shorn by the machine. Yeah, I'm not really sure if it gets somehow used up as the next Draco grows. But if we wrangle this dude, yeah, I think it's only Dracos in here, so we could have, yeah, just. I don't think I made that a priority. There we go. I think some of them have died in here because I don't see anything. Yeah, I think some of them have died. A bunch of Draclet eggs. Look at all those. All stuff that's come out of the gate. To be running okay. How much have we got? We got 104 kilos per tile in here now. This still hasn't been done. Just waiting for granite. I don't know if we've got any granite, but never mind. Probably why it's not been done, isn't it? Right, so we need to sweep out this. Igneous and granite. What was that granite? Igneous granite. Yeah, the granite needs to go. It all needs to go. Goodbye. And that needs to be drawn to a vacuum. Then we'll replace this tile here. Should have a suitable place to start digging down. Ladder can come all the way down here, yeah. Will be obsidian. These. It's down to grams, but it will take a little while to pump it out. I'm going to cancel these pipes. These ladders, I mean. Those, cancel that. We'll rebuild it out of... Should be sedimentary in a... Would they call it caustic biome? I don't know. Care about that side, it's already done. Dig all of that out. This is all oxygen down here, that's quite nice. Once we've eaten through this polluted water, we will dismantle all this and demolish this section too. And keep going down here. We need to aim this cold steam vent as well. Things are pretty good actually, I think. This water's not close enough to... How much are we on? 1,000? Yeah, let's bang it all the way to max. Let's just get 2,000 done. I want to turn this to steam pretty much. We can. He's going to pick some iron off of there, which will trigger that to make a new job. Taking some off. He's not taken a full 100 off because somebody manually brought some iron to put in the first one. Ran. Very annoying. I think you could probably run the refined carbon for about half an hour and that would be enough for an entire game. A couple of 1,000 cycles. Coming out at 171 and returning at 97. I'm hoping these loops are big enough. No, they really can drain enough heat. Water's going up in temperature. $84 this side and 80 this side. An extra 4 degrees on it. I think we had a meteor shower. I don't remember there being snow there. Yeah, we'll have to provide some cooling. There it is, getting hot. Been running for ages, but we still don't have much in the way of water, brine. We'll leave that system in place because if we find a salt one somewhere that's cool. Then what's that? That's the gold one. Okay. This is another uranium ore. And is this really hot again? Yes, of course it is. Look at that, it's right into here as well. I'm tempted just to carry this ladder down. Why not? See what's down here. What materials have we got at the bottom of this ladder? Sedimentary rock, abyssalite. What's up here? Sedimentary, sandstone, sedimentary. We're just going to build it out of sedimentary. Yeah. Pop it out here and come all the way down to the... Oh, nice. There we go. Going to get some more uranium. Check that out. Uranium isn't radioactive, but the radioactive part of the place is the Wheezewort. That makes sense, doesn't it? Ah, this place looks sufficiently decimated now. Use the correct materials. Things do go quicker. There's a seed there that's already been morphed into something else. I do want to see what that is, but we can't dig through that now. So now I know that's really hot. The only way to get to it is through here. We've got ice, we've got polluted ice, so we're going to have a mixture of liquids in here anyway. So we might as well bust in here to get to it. Might as well, I want to see what it is. Check the temperature's there to see if we can dig through here. Might be a case of going down one. Okay. I don't want to, I would rather leave 2 gap there. Larder leave. What have we got in here? Granite. Make this out of granite. Run it across to there and we'll stay a couple away from it. And then when we get to it, we'll dig in. We'll dig into there. Cancel that bottom one for now. We'll destroy that biome later. Still got stuff that's spilled over to this side to get rid of, but we'll do that in due time. Get back down to here. Is this a vacuum yet? Not really, no. Not very efficient though, this guy. He's not really able to do much. Got to pull it all the way from the back here as it spreads in there. I suppose we could get rid of this tile temporarily, couldn't we? That might help the airflow situation. Rid of that one as well. I will place a block there. And we can shift all this lot along a bit further. Unnecessary, but it will be done. I won't dig into here until this is a vacuum. That might make it a bit easier to pump out. Right down to 9 grams at this end. This end is a lot more. It'll be done. It'll be done. Got water down here somewhere. I knew that would happen. Yeah, we got water into our... Yeah, bloody hell. Who leaked? Who leaked? Somebody bloody leaked. Water all up here. Let's see, something melted maybe? Melted. Not out of there, it didn't. Base probably. Yeah, we got snow. Yeah, snow melted. And dripped down here. Well this is melted. But this can't get out. Nope, that can't get out. Is that granite? Yep, that's solid. That can't have melted. That's been there since the beginning of the game. None of this is wet. This is why I make these usually out of mesh tiles, but we didn't have any when we built this section. Yep, that seems legit. This is all wet here. I don't know how that got wet. I reckon too much liquid. My ass. Don't worry about it. Just actually cancel that end. I don't want any more water down the bottom than we already have. Nothing got out of here. Nope. Yeah, that was probably the snow biome then. Well, that's a pain in the ass. It's got all the way down here too. You can mop it. You can mop it on what do you call it? You can mop it on mesh tiles. So we could layer mesh tiles here and just mop them all. Clean it up. Keep coming over here to get things. I see them doing it all the time. Yeah, you're off. You've got stuff to do. Important things. How are we doing here? Down to 10 grams. Come on. Look at all that water dripping off the edge. Ugh, annoying. Right, who is out? Yeah, priorities. Meal, I think. You can have tidying at a much higher priority. So I want you to come and mop for me, please. Lindsay can, but she's not allowed out. Nisbet can, but doesn't seem to want to. And Frankie's not allowed out. Stinky can at the moment. Jean has got it very high. But she still prefers to do other things. Fair enough. I don't mind. That's why we're training some new guys. Maybe Camille will help. Liam. You're allowed out, aren't you? You've got high excavation. Look at that. You can be a mopper as well. Jean's doing it. Well done, Jean. Just stay there and mop. This should be going down if we count it, if we check it. See the water? 120. Keeps spreading. We'll mop until that runs out or decides to go to lunch. There we go. That's a little bottle of water there. That can be swept away, please. There is nowhere to put water. Well, that's probably true, yeah. Mop, please. Oh, they're going to take the crude up by hand. That's fair enough. I don't mind that. Take the crude. Nowhere to take the water though, so I will put it... Where are we going to put the water? I don't want to put it in there because sometimes they might pick up something with germs in it. I don't want to bring germs into the base. All those dudes end up being moved into there. Or I thought there was another one. Maybe one of them got dropped. No, there's 5. I don't think the mealwood will be enough to sustain them. There's only 4 mealwood. I don't think that's going to be enough. Ah, that's done. So that has now drained out. That's perfect. I don't think I'll do this side just yet. There's a lot of slime lung in here. But they're coming here to get the gold amalgam, I think. And then running off. A bit of gold amalgam in their hand. Like a trophy. How we doing? We're down to micrograms. No, milligrams. And I would like to drip the water maybe into here. Get in there to drip it in there, can we? You know what we could do? Put a little board. There, 3 tiles. And bottle emptier, plumbing. Bottle emptier goes there. And it will drip the water there. It doesn't need edges on it because the minute it touches space, it will disappear into the vacuum of space. And we should have enough steel now. Where was it? There, wasn't it? How much were these? 500. Crikey. We're going to put it something like that. They can just about reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they should be able to reach. No, unreachable. We'll go 1 height. Hopefully they could reach that. That's just temporary. We'll get our steel back later. We'll do a similar thing. Whoa, drunk in charge of a camera. I think they've been repairing these because I never told them to do that. Ladder, ladder, ladder. Yeah. As long as it's not the pipe. Pipe won't vent if the pipe gets broken. But it's not doing anything anyway. We could just pump our oxygen out into space. Doesn't make much sense, but it keeps the machine running. Kind of helps to keep the gases balanced and stop it running out of power. It doesn't keep running, it will run out of gas and then it will run out of battery power eventually. Ooh, it's slowly filling up. We're getting there. That's going to take a while. Crikey. Okay. Let's shave another layer of this off. Bump. Like that. Just check the temperatures. We haven't done anything stupid. No, we can actually go one further there and take that off. Yep, that's abyssalite, so the temperature won't get in there and make all that melt. There's some weird machinery in here. There's a computer podium. Okay, view entry. I'm not going to read all that out. If you want to pause it, you can read that. And I'm not going to activate the machine. I don't know what it does just yet. I have to do a bit of research on this new stuff. Not even pulled micrograms yet. Come on. Could put another pump there, but I don't really want to. Leave it. Let it do its thing. I am going to another block there to push all this along, and I'm going to put in some mesh tiles. they can be made of. But you can't make mesh tiles out of lead. Tons of lead around. Just going to build them like so. I guess we'll just build that all the way along. And we'll mop that water up. Water there, water there. Back up to space. A very long way to go. But once we get up here, we can dig those out. We dig all the way down to there and bring this ladder down a bit. Any more snow should come down this way, shouldn't it, instead of into the base. Ah, I didn't build anything. Probably too busy. Oh, I see steam. Steam is too low a temperature to run a turbine, but it's still steam. So, is this getting hot? We didn't put any temp shift plates in here, which is stupid. Would have made it 3i, put temp shift plates in. It would have worked a lot better. Well, if we move it, we can do that. We can make it properly. And use aluminium pipes as well. Is it going? 98.2, 98.3, 98.4, 98.5. It's going up. Got to get to about 102 before it'll flash to steam, though. Otto's coming in to run the other one. The other one's even hotter than this one, so that should work quite nicely. That has now got full amount, 2000 iron, and it's turned off automatically. And he can run that twice. There's enough crude in there. Run it twice. That's getting pretty darn hot though. And that crude's coming back into the machine. At 135. Yeah, that's probably not the biggest chamber, is it? Must have taken enough off there to put into there, the sweeper, which activated that job now. This is now 102. Yeah, there's probably too much water in here. Might even block this from venting out. Because there might be too much pressure of steam in here. Well, it's interesting. We'll soon see. That's waiting for its coolant to come back into it. This is running. The steam is getting hotter. I think we're going to have to, instead of dripping in here, we're going to have to pump it out to space. I think we're going to run a little pipage. No, I see the trap. That. Let's try again. Igneous. Have to be insulated. Salted pipe. Round like that, and then up. See what I'm doing? Liquid vent goes. There's a ladder there. Okay, fine. We'll go one higher. Nope, I want the liquid pipe. Cancel that bit. Put a vent on the end. Gold will do. Boom. Oh, I say boom, but it's frozen. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, I think that's when it saves. So that should get done. I can't get up there at the moment, so we need to prioritize that as well. And this is all steam, but it's too cold steam for a steam turbine, so it won't run yet. We do it fast or slow? I think we'll do it slow. I'll set that to... What's that? What we got on there? 2,000. We'll set that to 500 kilos. We'll go to refined metal, iron. Hopefully it'll take it off there and not off the floor. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That should trigger that into running a bit more. Who's got stuck? Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Dig that out then. Get yourself out. Hopefully that doesn't drop down so low we can't mop it now. No, we can still mop it. That's fine. Mop out all the water. Eventually this entrance to this will be over here instead when we've dealt with all of this. So the risk of dropping things straight out of the gate, straight down here and into the biome is like, yeah, that's going to happen for now, but it's not going to happen all the time. In order to hopefully prevent that, we will be digging these tiles out anyway. In order to prevent it, we'll have a nice block at the end to make sure nothing fills in there again. Nothing quite like hindsight teaches something. That needs to be built. Thank you for your service. That was brilliant. That crude, is there any water there? I don't know. That needs to be built before I can find out. Then we'll deconstruct that gold amalgam. How you doing in here? 2 milligrams? Crikey. Taking a lot longer to pump out than I anticipated. A lot longer. But gotta do these things. Stuff has to be done. Thank you so much for doing that. I needed it done. Push all the dirt across to here. Something's off-gassing down here. I don't know what that is. Disgusting. Turn that off and we'll find what it is. If it's organic, will be slime, polluted dirt or rot pile. Something's there. Sweep it up. And put a block there, and that should push the last bit onto the tiles. When we delete the tiles, it will just land in a bit of crude oil. We shouldn't off-gas. It's not going to off-gas into here anyway, because this is a sealed chamber now. Come on, you can do it. And yeah, we need to get that tamed. That's stupid. This mopping job is not getting done either. Mop that. We will deconstruct that. We've done this from 2 different angles, so we will dig that pointy bit down. Yeah, of course. Come over here to get the job done and then go off to eating the lunch. Hello, Sweetle. You stay there much longer. You're about to fall. Ah. He did his creepy sideways walk. Oh, wrong button. That one, please. Moppy one, please. Now it's allowed to be mopped. What we got? 15 milligrams. Excellent. We're getting there slowly and surely. This is hot right the way up to there. Look how big this patch is. Oh my God. A little bit leaked through there. That doesn't look good, does it? Look at that. What is that? There's something there. Is that a vent? It's a vent. I can see a bit of it. Interesting. That means we can come through here and get up there to get to it. We do that, we're going to lose. We're going to let all this polluted into here. Potentially out here. No, thank you. And let's place a block there. Place a block there. A couple of ladders in to get across. So. Peek through there. And how do they get through this? Select species data. Activation required. Current status offline. Activation required. Computer podium and a first aid kit. Anatomy of a critter. Are you nearly done? No, I'm still not nearly done. Let's deconstruct all of that again. Get our gold amalgams back. Deconstruct all 4 of those, or 6 of those. And way up into space, sorry. Let's set that to liquid to water. I'm not going to set it to a higher priority because they'll come and take every bucket of water they can find and rush it off to space. Which I don't really want them to do. So is this warming up? 108 in here. It needs to be 125. There's a lot of kilos, so it might stifle this anyway. I don't even think when it runs, it will actually run to space. So we will run a temporary little pipe from there to there. That. It won't lose much heat if it can't actually deposit it and let the steam turbine burn it off. So that's a problem. I want the steam turbine to actually run, but it's so much water in here. Yeah, that's bad. Shouldn't have done that. 500, but that's not flashing to say it's overpressured. So we'll see. Just won't drop as much temperature as it should before it leaves. It's 140 odd. Going back into the machine. Yeah. When it does run, we want to let some of that out. Too much. We're just going to let it out into space for a while. The more we let out, the easier it will be to heat what's left. It's really difficult to heat it at the moment because there's 510 kilos per tile. Once we manage to get that to 125 degrees, might be difficult, but if we can, any water that these machines produce should get taken somewhere else instead of put back in here again. We'll have to be aware of what's going on, keep an eye on it. Should be suitable. Well, we'll zoom back out, go down to here and just check what this is doing. Getting there. We're down to micrograms now. So we're getting somewhere. At least. We can't dig into here until that carbon dioxide is gone. All of it. Be a vacuum. And then we can dig down. I think we'll be digging down next session. That is probably it for today. I think that is going to be it. Got some plastic to redo our suits. Got the Drecos up in here. A little Dreco ranch, although I don't see any shearing going on yet. And a single bit of shearing done. I'm sure some of these are adults. And they should have been sheared by now. Low priority, unreachable for Lindsay and Max. They probably would have done it, but it's not part of the base. We could potentially make this part of the base and put a ladder here. So if they want to access the other side, they have to come round here and run through here to get to the other side. That is a temporary solution, but we would like to get through this way. Quick way. Once we have the power up and running, power situation up and running, we can put in the access. Here. It's going to go here for the transit tubes. We can have a tube going over there. That'll be really fast. And then this ladder can go up there for them to come back again. Or they can go under the base to get the other side. It's not a problem. Takes a lot longer, really. Research is going well. We've got the botanical analyzer to do. This tier. Battery module, solar panel, and the power for the rockets. And the rocket nose cone, we probably better do this one next. Need that. And a bit of decor. Can't really use that at the moment. So I think we'll do this one because we need the nose cone and the Spacefarer module. Not really bothered about the other things just yet, but we'll need those two. Make our basic first rocket. Will all be in due time. No rush. We've built a very rudimentary little natural gas tamer and made ourselves some power from it. And that is producing 1.2 kilowatts at this moment. That's perfect. So, I enjoyed that. Nice, relaxed, slow playthrough. Hope you did. I certainly did. I'll see you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.